Donovan Mitchell last year when them niggas was finna go up and that nigga got hurt after he just dropped 39 on them. I didn't hear that talk. I don't want to hear no hurt excuses for a team that just went on the biggest hospital run of all time. I don't want to hear that shit. Knickerbockers, helicopters, soccer boppers, Pacers and 5, nigga. Alright, what up, what up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show. We are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC. Here are my wonderful brothers and co-hosts and OGs and all that good spit, man. We back at you again. Episode 153. Thank y'all for tuning in the way y'all have been. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, and we appreciate that. So, first off, thank y'all. Y'all been going crazy on the clips and spit. So make sure y'all keep checking us out on all the major directories from Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Just type in All Grind Sports Show. We'll be right there.
You've been going crazy on the clips, nigga. That's who been going crazy on the clips.
look, man. There is no clips without y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
And thank the main man Ragu who put me up on game to get some help, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been an angel in disguise. But let me introduce my brothers. First off, we got the man with the plan, one of the day Unos, my guy Tizzy in the building, man.
What's the deal, man? Follow me on all platforms. Really not all platforms, just Twitch, Instagram, you feel me? My Twitch is also Tizzy, you feel me? You know, I'll be streaming, you feel me, games, whatnot. You know, we get it going. And follow Gram, T underscore, get the dough, you feel me? And he said, it's your boy Big Tiz, holla at me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then next up, we got the youngin' in the building, man. One of the most brilliant, incredible sports minds on the planet. My guy, Jay Will, man. Ole Miss's finest.
Yes, sir. It's women's basketball season because all of our teams are out. So go listen, man. Let's get it.
As y'all can see, this guy's all over the place with his teams, but we already talked about that, so I'll leave him alone. I got him off camera for that. And then next up, man, we got the OG in the building, the YouTube sensation, Mr. Raider Ragu himself, man. What's going on?
What up? What up? Yo, baby, yo. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Always, man. So we're gonna get right to it, man. We got some breaking news that I found out literally as soon as I popped in here. Shedeur Sanders has officially signed a contract with the Browns. So
I saw that.
Apparently it's 4 years, $4 million?
4.6 mil, $446,000 signing bonus. Yep, he's in there.
So
5th round pick. Early. I mean, you know, it is what it is. He's in the league now.
Now you got to go put it on the field.
Jay, I don't know if you was here when we had that conversation. Any thoughts?
Timon House, Shedeur slid.
I mean, on the where we are now. You know what I'm saying? After all of that, and then now he's the first one to sign. Like,
no, I will say, I'm happy that in the past, since draft night, he's kind of been out the picture, if you know what I mean. Like to me, it seems like he's trying to lay low. He's trying to not continue to build a false narrative on his name because we know how the media has been treating him the past few months. I hope the best for him. I hope he proves a lot of doubters wrong. Because I'm tired of looking in the comment sections and seeing people just hating on him, saying he doesn't have an arm, he can't do this, can't do that. I really want him to prove a lot of people wrong. So, like, you know, I wish the best for him because he's definitely one of those guys where it's like he got to prove it now. You know, he slid projected first round, slid all the way to the 5th. People have a lot of questions. People saying he's not that good. As of right now, it's his job to prove the doubters wrong, just like any other NFL player. So I'm rooting for him. Hopefully, he can turn something good out of this situation.
I'm rooting for him, just not when he play my team. Oh, all the picks,
Do
do
he
all the
even play
fifth
your team
round
this year, nigga?
bullshit. I don't know. We might play him. I gotta look at the schedule again.
Who your team?
The Chargers.
Yeah, this your Chargers guy right here.
I don't think so.
I don't think we do
I don't
either.
think
But
y'all. Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't think we
y'all
do
play.
either. But we be getting some crazy schedule
Like
teams.
the
bro.
one-offs, huh?
Yeah, like
Yeah, the
random. Like
one-offs.
who is
The
this?
one-offs do be crazy. I was just tripping off of that today. I was just tripping off the one-offs.
But we do, as the Chargers, we are flying the most miles as a team this year.
I saw
Oh,
that.
damn.
That's because y'all going to Sao Paulo, Brazil.
They're going somewhere else too, I think, right?
Week 1.
We going, my squad going to London.
We're going to Germany, I think.
So I got to wake up 6:30 in the morning one day to watch my squad. If I'm at work, I might already be up though. So
That's it's always weird watching the game at that time of morning to me, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like what time?
I feel like I'm watching a tape or something.
Yeah, like
But it's
these niggas
live,
already played.
You know?
yeah, because it's still dark outside when the game starts.
They should do what baseball do the little rerun when the game go off. Like when they in London, just throw it back on at like 4 o'clock over here.
Play it when the regular games come on.
Yeah, just throw it when the regular game on.
I think it's why don't they adjust it to where it's like you playing like later on in like a Berlin area, but in America it's still like 11, 12ish. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they should be compatible.
That's because it'll be a little too late, I think, Jay. It'll be like midnight. The game will start at midnight in London. I think if they would literally have to play Sunday at about 10 o'clock at night, I think, for it to come on our regular time in the morning.
Sunday Night Lights.
That's crazy.
But
yeah,
the people in England got to go to work the next day.
Oh yeah, they do. They do.
Oh yeah, because that's the point. They got to go to the game. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
they go to church, man.
They don't care about football that damn much.
Yeah.
Now America, we might go to a game at 10 at night.
Ain't no Mike. Them niggas.
We going. Yeah,
that shit be packed, nigga. Let the Chargers game, let a Rams game start 10 o'clock at night, nigga. Nigga shit be packed.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of DUIs that night though. So that's probably another reason they wouldn't do it. But before we get into our conference finals predictions, we got some draft lottery news since the last time we all saw each other. Let's just cut to the chase. Cooper Flagg's going to Dallas, barring a trade with someone else. What's our thoughts on the draft lottery this year?
Maybe I'm wrong, and I've been wrong before, but I just don't see the Flag being all that.
I said he was gonna be Gordon Hayward, and niggas fried my ass when I said it. They fried me. I said he gonna be another
Gordon Hayward though. That's not a bad player though, but that's not what everybody's saying. They talking generation.
Cooper bro. Look, this is why I say that. Cooper went to Duke, bro. They had pieces. They had the whole shebang around him to win,
and they lost. And Tizzy,
and he wasn't hurt.
That last shot was a
bullshit. All of them.
That was a big time guy.
That shot. Go look at all of his attempts, nigga. He looked like Tatum getting guarded by Mitchell Robinson every time he come down to fucking win the game, bro.
I agree.
The fuck are you doing? When the highlight shit, Cooper Flag was hooping with USA. Cooper Flag and do
that's what they keep bringing up for his.
When the championship game was on the line,
and I watched that shit live, bro. Shrunk. He really didn't do nothing. They overhyped it, bro. He had a good couple hustle plays at the end of the fucking run, my nigga, where he scored a bucket on AD. That's when they started showing that shit. He scored that little hustle bucket on AD, nigga. Bro, that shit was at the end. And go look at the beginning of the scrimmage, nigga. When niggas is 100%
I ain't even got to look
We're
at
not
that.
doing shit, nigga.
I
None of
just
that.
looked at the game against Florida Monday night when the shit
off
was
the
on the
lead.
line. You feel me? We ain't talking about no practice game against Team USA, none of that shit. We talk about the championship game, the shit that you was in school for, the shit you was at Duke for.
Yeah.
When Florida put the clampers down at the end of the game, you shrunk. He was not even, man. I don't see what the people see in him. I really don't. Like I've seen.
I think the frame he has, and you know he's giving them probably, you know,
Tatum
and I'm not saying this is what he is, Ragu, but they probably are seeing KD kind of vibes, but with defense.
Him or Tatum. They seeing KD vibes or Tatum. You feel me? Because he got that little build like that.
We taller than Tatum. That's why I say
he do try to play like them niggas, but it just don't pan out in the game so well.
You know
when I'm watching it,
you know how like crazy
it don't fit.
It's like they were
comparing
him to KG. I heard KG over KD.
I don't know about KG. I don't know about that KG.
But at the end of the day, Ragu, I have to look at it as like Cooper Flag was the top prospect that went to Duke. So obviously, I feel like he's going to get more of that media attention, and people are going to talk about him way more. I think.
So why Brandon Ingram didn't go number one?
You said what?
So why Ingram didn't go number one? That's all it takes.
I mean, he went before Ben Simmons. You know, and Ben Simmons.
And we see how that shit turned out.
Exactly, but
he was another one that I was like, man, I don't see it. And then
we drafted
next LeBron.
We drafted that
nigga. No, not Lonzo. Ben Simmons. Lonzo, I was kind of drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit.
No, I was saying, so Brandon Ingram, how'd you feel about him coming out?
Oh, B.I.? I was pumped from what everybody was saying. That's, you know, he really never really turned into nut like what they were saying. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
That was they were giving him KD talks too, 100%. That was supposed to be KD. That was supposed to be KD reincarnated. Like,
yeah.
We could go all the way back to.
Hey, but he did get injured. You can't. He did get injured.
Who got injured?
Brandon.
Man, I'm not doing that.
He had no like
Stop it. Stop. There's nothing wrong with that nigga.
An injury is an injury, bro.
He hurt now.
He set out more than
that nigga.
Sometimes in basketball,
games, bro.
What I found out about that draft is some people really do their homework and go and scout players and end up grabbing guys, calls that, you know, end up being something. But the lazy scouting departments that just let everybody kind of dictate,
tell him who he gonna take.
Yeah, those players rarely pan out, right?
And you see with Danny Ainge, he said, "F all y'all niggas talking about. I don't think Fultz is a number one pick, nigga. Y'all can have this switch. Since y'all think so highly of him, take him then."
And look what happened.
Exactly. He went down to the third pick. That's how bold he was. He like, nigga, even the second pick ain't taking who I got in mind.
He won 9 games in college, bro. I never understood the Fultz pick either. Like his team won like 10 and 22, like something like that.
I saw Fultz in person. He played against my cousin that year twice. I saw him, and I remember after the game talking to my family while we was all sitting right there. I'm like, why is this the guy that they saying is supposed to be like so high and Dwayne Wade talking on? What is it that I'm missing?
He must have powerful agents. He had them agents that was well connected, man. That's because he was, you know, he never showed it and then got to the league and didn't do nothing. So
I mean, he all right now.
He was never that.
Tizzy, they had him as the consensus number one pick in the same draft as Jason Tatum.
I just didn't understand it, bro. But I feel like a part of the issue is because the media sometimes is so thirsty to look for that next star. They kind of overlook it. Like I like Dennis Smith.
You said it all right there.
I like
the NBA draft,
those dunks and stuff like that. And I was like, bro, I understand he can dunk, cool. But it was getting to the point where people were like, all right, he got potential to be the best guard in the draft. I'm like,
you just said the magic word that the NBA draft is built on: potential. They're drafting on what they hoping these guys can be. rather more so than what the tape has told them.
Yeah.
In football, the tape tells the scouts, okay, this dude's gonna be pretty good. Right. They not going off look at his frame. Oh my God, he looks like he's gonna be able to do this. No, is he doing it? No. Okay, we're not drafting him. Next. You feel me? But the NBA, they'll get a 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid that's got a nice frame and feel like what he should be able to grow into, and then just, throw him the whole bag, bro. And this guy ends up being
Kwame Brown.
Brandon Ingram. I wasn't even gonna say Tizzy, I wasn't even gonna go that low, bro. But I'm saying they don't end up being like all that. That's all.
And Ragu, it's gonna happen this year too, because I've been looking at
I give you another one, the other nigga, Anthony Bennett.
Oh, yeah, nah, that was I ain't gonna give you that one. That was just Cleveland being Cleveland.
That, nah, bro.
What you were saying, Jay?
That is a classic example of overdrafting, overthinking all this. Like, we're gonna look at these intangibles and this, and everybody wants that moment of we saw something that nobody else did.
Yeah, that's
crazy. You sure the hell did. You sure the hell did.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if that man averaged 5 points in the league.
Or he's getting cut overseas, bro. Like, that's how bad he is.
Damn.
Hey, that's a
JR averaged damn near 60 overseas.
Everybody that signed off on drafting him should be getting cut. They should be overseas working.
Somebody definitely had to get fired over.
That's another talk we need to have, Brad. I don't want to take up too much time, but we need to have a talk about you shouldn't be able to just still be working in the league. And you got you know what I'm saying? You got some moments like that. Like, why you still just get to move on and go to the next team and all that?
Right. I know you better not never do no interviews talking about no talent. No more. Don't get on TV. No more talking about no talent or none of that. Because you picked this dude.
And that's what we should start doing to some of these niggas too. We need to start going back. Let's see who was in the office at the time when this pick was made. Why are you on ESPN popping it like that now on draft day?
Yeah.
Get to talk.
You know what'll happen if we did that, JC? Damn near all of them dudes on there will be like, shut up, get out of here.
Exactly.
Shut up, get out of here. It's only a couple of them, dude, that really are on top of it.
Yeah, really be doing that homework for
That's
sure.
That's a very you know.
But all right, let's get to it, man. We'll double back to some more football later, but right now we're gonna recap the semifinals. The stage is set, as y'all can see in the background. So, what series should we start with?
Indian Knicks.
Let's do it. Go to MSG.
Is Halliburton?
Wait, no, that's hold on. That's hold on.
Too much of an overrated to win this series.
Hold on, Tizzy. You went too far. We doing semifinals, not conference finals yet. So it would be Knicks and Celtics.
Oh, Knicks and Celtics. Oh,
same narrative though. I mean,
so the Knickerbockers 1-5.
I feel like that was the Celtics series to lose. Like, they just blew that shit. They blew 2 games.
It was Knicks and 6. Knicks and 6.
Yeah, they blew 2 games. The Celtics blew 2 games. 2 20-point leads. Or 130, 120, some shit like that.
Hey, and prayers up for Tatum.
Yeah.
That sucks, man.
Too bad he can't.
Probably going to miss a year of basketball off of that.
Yeah.
They say.
It's up to Dre as well. I know Dre going through it right now.
You never want
they say he got
guys
injured.
to get hurt.
He can't.
Even Celtics.
Yeah.
At the same time as Kobe.
It's still a little hard for me to care though, but
they was finna lose anyway. Like, I still proved my point. It was still a hospital run.
I wouldn't say that. I feel like they could have pushed it to 7. I wouldn't have.
Man,
they was losing when Tatum got hurt.
Exactly.
I feel like the main.
It was only down like 7.
It was down.
It was more than that.
Nah,
it was 121 to 113. Nah, it was down by 8. We checked. Me and my partners already had this.
They was down what, 8?
It was down by 8.
How much time was left?
It was a lot.
About 4 minutes or so.
That's a lot of time, bro. 8 points.
Hey,
4
if that's the
minutes.
hill you want to die on, you got it, bro.
4 minutes and 8 seconds, nigga, left. And you're down 8.
We not dying on no
me,
Celtic hills over
y'all
here,
could,
bro.
hey, where was Jalen Brown at? What the fuck?
Hey man, all I want to say is, bro, like y'all gotta realize the Celtics did have 20-point leads game 1 and game 2. So saying they could have stretched it to 7 wasn't necessarily crazy. It's just that they just couldn't hold a lead.
Look, hey, that's the same thing that happened. Y'all ain't got that energy for Donovan Mitchell last year when that when them niggas was finna go up and that nigga got hurt after he just dropped 39 on them. I didn't hear that talk. I don't want to hear no hurt excuses for a team that just went on the biggest hospital run of all time. I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm not giving you excuses. This is the Lakers at the end of the day. I could care less about them niggas. But at the end of the day,
look at you, rent free.
What the fuck, this nigga? Rent free in that motherfucker.
It's hard for me to care, Paul. So I'm trying to be professional.
See my background. I don't give a fuck.
I potato him though, man. He a Laker breed at heart.
I'm trying to be professional. I love the "You Ain't Kobe" shirts that the Knicks, whoever's idea
but
that
they
was
lost that
a great
game.
idea.
They lost that game too.
It was still a great idea. Still.
Every time the Knicks do some bullshit, they lose. Remember last year they tried to come with the black shirts on the Celtics, and they never won another game after that.
Or what they try to do to Trae Young shit.
Shout out to the Knicks, man.
They need to just
NBA needs the Knicks to win one.
Ain't gonna be this year.
I don't never want to see the Knicks hold a championship in my life.
I said it,
them niggas, they fans so ignorant, bro. Hell no.
They fans are ignorant.
We do not need to see
like
I'm not trying to go through a whole summer of the Knicks being the champion.
Look whose fans are talking.
We ain't nowhere near as bad as
bro. It ain't even no discussion.
They annoyed. Ragu, they just had a whole championship celebration off of a semifinal series. Can you imagine the final?
Yeah, bro, but come on, Laker fans. You guys are...
We wouldn't have did that shit if we would have won our series.
The semifinals. We just went to the conference finals as a 7 seed. We ain't do none of that.
The Lakers, bro.
Exactly.
These guys ain't...
Grown man basketball. Exactly.
These guys ain't won since I was a baby.
That's they fucking GM and front office fault. The fuck? Patrick Ewing, John Starks, them bum ass niggas. That's their fault.
Pat is not a bum.
Come on.
Bum for the layup, bro. That's some bum shit. His bum ass should have dunked it.
He should have
dunked it. I'm saying it right now, nigga. All the Knicks fans they agree with me. His bum ass should have turned around, dropped step. Flush that.
He's not a bum.
And we wouldn't be talking about it.
Not a bum.
How the fuck you gonna open fucking lane, nigga? You gonna figure, nigga? You ain't been. Nigga,
I still remember that shit as if it was yesterday.
Exactly. The nigga should have dunked it.
Y'all calling Pedro on the bum for all the free throws he was missing in the finals?
That too. They bumped for that shit. They shouldn't have gotten in the Hall of Fame. They lucky. That nigga, Patrick Ewing got in the Hall of Fame, but that's why John Starks probably not in that bitch. Okay, he'll never get in for missing them free throws.
Who?
Hey, as soon as his Hall of Fame status came up, nigga, that shit got denied. Like John Starks, the nigga who missed the free throws.
Number 32 on Utah.
Oh, Starks? The PDF? PDF file? They didn't put the PDF file in the hall?
He been in the hall.
Oh, I was about to say. They really making a statement.
He went to the hall twice, actually.
What?
Yeah, for Dream Team and on his own.
I mean, rightfully so. The Adobe charges or not.
Ragu, you don't remember this, but you was the reason I stopped hating on him for a while. I used to just Unc right here. He was the one that like I used to hate on him like real hard back in the day, saying like nigga, you was just coming off of Stockton picking rolls and shit.
Yeah, nah.
And Ragu kind of gave me up. So then I was cool. And then I found out about the PDF files, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm back on my bullshit."
Yeah, that's a whole different. That's a whole different thing. But he could hoop. He could hoop though. But yeah, the file. That's a whole.
The file is crazy.
How did he even get away with that shit?
Because it was the time they was in, man. You know, That's how it was.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
that's crazy.
All right, next up we got let's go Timberwolves and go to State. Yeah, Wolves in 5.
So, I mean, I don't want to make it sound like I'm hating on Golden State, man. So, all right, I'm just glad they lost. I'm not a Minnesota
think they
fan
would
at all.
I was kind of confused on the Kuminga situation as to why Kerr didn't want to play him that one game, but I don't know. I feel like
he benched him a while ago, and I was saying on here I didn't understand.
He benched
how
him
he
the
was
same
saying,
reason why he benched Jason Tatum in the Olympics.
Yeah, but it was an actual reason.
Nobody knows.
Nah, Tatum deserved to get benched though. That's different. It wasn't enough minutes for you, nigga.
Kuminga didn't deserve to get benched.
No, absolutely not. Not when you got Kevin Looney getting minutes.
I forgot why they didn't say Kuminga didn't play.
But what does Golden State got to do this summer? No, that's kind of a loaded question. But
Golden State, they got to do a lot. Because Jimmy Buckets ain't it. Playoff Jimmy ain't get you shit.
Well, they already signed him, so that's
Playoff Jimmy ain't got you shit.
You can start to settle back into the Golden State that you were before all these guys got.
Now with Steph on the team, you ain't finna do that.
Yes, you are.
Take it back to the Monte.
You better not disrespect Steph like that. Golden State.
Yeah.
How old is Steph?
I ain't saying
37, I think.
I ain't saying dregs of the league, but like definitely not like contender.
The Golden State, when you say that, I've always known Golden State to be, at least for me growing up, because I wasn't old enough during the TMC era. I've always known them to be garbage. So that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, well, you know, they going back into the pattern of good garbage.
But they had,
it's like other teams.
But this good was different though. They went like dynasty, and then they went good.
I heard they was pretty good in the 70s too. I was too young to understand that, but Rick Barry and them dudes, they was good. They won.
They got one right.
Yeah. But you know, you say dynasty, that's if you count the KD one, right? I do not give them credit for those. To me, that's just like it wasn't no championship that year.
Yeah. That's a whole episode topic, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh yeah, man. You know, you already know, man. I don't fuck with Kevin Durant. That whole decision to go to Golden State was some buster shit, and I don't acknowledge it.
Yeah, that shit was right.
Hey man,
I'm gonna just go to KD.
They won back to back.
Of course they did. Nigga, they had all the best players in the league on one team. Of course they fucking won.
Toronto beat them. Except for LeBron. So it is what it
is. Toronto beat them after Durant was hurt.
And Clay, when he got hurt in like game 6.
He got hurt in game 6.
Let's not act like they didn't do what they did, bro. If Golden State wanted to have a legitimate NBA championship legacy, they should have told Durant. They should have never.
I just think y'all kind of hypocritical because y'all don't care about Bron doing the shit. So that's why I'm like,
because Bron didn't go to a 73-9 team that just came from the tip.
Shit, bro. Bron has never done that. Damn. Miami Heat was 47-35 the year before that,
and they didn't go to the championship.
Come on, man. Niggas be trying to act like LeBron is just the worst nigga in the world. No, Durant did some.
Hey, man, niggas was mad at the time. Y'all can try to revise history all y'all want. Niggas was hot at the time because they knew, damn, y'all niggas went and all teamed up together to build an effing super team in the East.
I feel like
that was the energy at the time. You niggas loaded up with 3 stars that already had their own team, and that's why they steamrolled through the East and went straight to the finals right away and went the next 4 years.
It wasn't like that nigga joining that.
I'm not saying it was.
Team,
I'm not saying it was as bad as what KD did, but he did what he did too. So
it wasn't,
as long as y'all got the energy for both.
Wasn't bad.
How many?
It wasn't as bad, bro.
Tell me which one is more, 73 or 47?
I mean, which one of them won the championship?
Man. Come on, man.
Who cares? Like, neither one of them niggas won.
The nigga literally joined a record-setting team, bro.
That lost.
And wants credit.
A team
that turns around and wants credit for winning. Fuck out of here, man.
No, I don't think he wants credit for winning. Because
yes, he do.
If he did, he wouldn't have left. He would have stayed there and kept winning. He left so he could try to get one on his own.
He left because that man called him a bitch in front of everybody. That's why he left. He wants credit for winning. He still wants us to look at him as one of the greats. And I absolutely
he is one of the greats.
But not, he's one of the greats. He's like Barkley them to me, bro.
Yeah.
One of them greats that never won.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's real.
At the end of the day, all dynasties have to end, and I feel like that's what's happening to the Warriors right now. We're starting to see it trickle down now. I feel like it's going to be a downward spiral from here.
That's 100%.
Yeah, they should never got Jimmy buckets.
Man, they won one.
He always fries every team he goes to.
Right, 2016 they won one. 2015 then they won again. 2015 then they won again in what? 24 or 23? 22?
Yeah,
23.
22.
So, if that's a dynasty, 7 years apart, because them two in the middle.
I mean, y'all call the Spurs a dynasty, and they won 7 years apart.
The Spurs was good for like
but they was
10
winning
years straight.
As a team.
And so was Golden State.
Was good for about 12 years.
How many bad years have Golden State had since 2013?
If you take the Kevin Durant years out?
Period. They had one. They had one bad year, and that was a COVID season. Year didn't even finish.
That was the year Clay was hurt, wasn't it?
What about them playing? What about these playing
They always
years?
hurt.
Okay, what about them playing years?
What you mean playing?
That year Bron hit the buzzer in Steph's face. That wasn't a bad year for them?
First of all, that wasn't Steph. That was Iguodala.
Well,
and secondly, nigga, no, they weren't bad that year. I think they went to the semifinals that year. That was the Mark Jackson squad.
They didn't even get in. That was a play-in.
There was no play-in in 2014.
I didn't say 2014. I said, did they have a bad
year? You talking about the Lakers playing?
When the Lakers put them out, when Bron hit the buzzer, did they have a bad year?
Lakers didn't put them out, though. So this is what happened.
But you know
I feel like...
But did they have a bad year because they was in the play-in?
No, because they made the playoffs. They just got put out because of that bullshit play-in split, that participation trophy system. But he got into an 8 seed, and he had a bunch of Home Depot workers on his team.
Damn, they're
so 8 seed is a good.
That's solid. That's
not enough for me to feel like okay. That's not a bad team. It's an okay team. You know.
It ain't.
My question was, how many bad years have they had?
That's bad compared to what he's accustomed to. From championship level to 8th seed, that's...
What year? What was their record?
See? Saying some bullshit.
What was their record that year? Hold on. Or, what was their...
Put it like this. If you hire me as your GM in the year before, 2 years, for the last 2 years, you went to the championship. And I come back and hire all these players and shit. In the next 2 years, we 8th seed. What do you look at me as?
Y'all had a fall off, but it's not bad.
That nigga's a bad GM. How the fuck you go from
y'all didn't call Dallas bad after 2011? They got swept in the first round.
Niggas did fry Dallas, bro. What you talking about?
Nah. I don't remember hearing nobody flame Dallas up. I forgot to ask y'all, but what does Boston need to do in the offseason?
Wait for Tatum to come back, honestly. I mean,
so you saying just throw in the towel this summer?
I mean, the way Boston is looking, bro, people are starting to age. Al Horford getting up there. Drew Holiday ain't
Getting
been
up there.
Drew Holiday. Bro.
Horford
Al
is
Horford,
getting
he's
up there.
retiring.
I ain't gonna
He's
lie.
retiring.
That nigga Al Horford been 38 for like 5 seasons. Damn, nigga,
He's still locking these young niggas up. That's what's hilarious.
Exactly, bro. But like people are starting to age now, so at some point in time, you're gonna have to start replacing some of these role players that you relied so heavy on during that title.
But y'all gave Jaylen Brown $300 million, bro. This is what y'all gave him $300 million for. Y'all should still be in playoff contention next season. Period. Otherwise, what'd you give him that money for? Just to be able to hide behind Tatum?
I think they'll still be a playoff team, just not a high seed. You know, I feel like that'd be like a maybe 6, 5, 6, maybe borderline play-in, depending on how the East looks like next year.
I don't know about that 5 split.
Like I said, the East is always a funny little conference.
Pickle.
Yeah. Let's go to the 7-game series. Denver, OKC.
Man, the referees won that series. I'm just playing. Nah, that shit. The Nuggets need to be looked into.
What do you mean looked into?
Gambling.
What you talking about?
Like, it needs to be investigation there. And my boy, I want to say Porter. Porter had 2 points one game. Like, it was just weird. It was weird, bro. It was weird. His brother
Nigga took
did
this
it.
under.
Like, how the fuck you only...
You bet on Porter, nigga.
Bro,
You may deserve that. I ain't gonna hold you, nigga.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I didn't bet on him. I just seen the you feel me?
Nah, but I'm saying he right though. If anybody took the over on Porter anyway, like that's on you.
That's when you saw who was really hooping during that series, you know.
Exactly.
I mean,
even Murray was risky.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
You don't know what version you getting.
Bro was out there selling. I swear to God, he was out there selling. Like, Joker calling for the ball. This nigga out here just shooting threes. Like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing?
Because that nigga Joker was down there getting locked up. That's why. He's like, I might as well let it fly.
He really was. Good portion of that series that he was getting like.
They was whooping his ass. They wasn't locking him up. They was playing 80 basketball.
Call it what you want. You can't call me bro.
He was shooting like 33%.
Call it what you want. And I said that on the last episode. I said that was going to be a problem that he has to deal with 2 7-footers at all times. Even when they go to the bench. Now the next one coming in. You got to actually deal with size now. And then you got Caruso locking you up on top of that with his help. Or sometimes it was straight up. Like, I don't gonna lie. Like, I posted it the other day. Caruso might be the best damn defender in the league. The fact that you can lock niggas up on the perimeter and then you holding this one of the, I would say, top 10 centers of all time and you locking this nigga up in his prime.
Top 10?
There's something to be said about that. I got him top 10. Like,
already?
I got him barely top 10, but he's top 10.
I have to think of a list to say that, so I can't really disagree with you or agree. But, I mean, you know, it's funny, bro, because, like, coming into the series, I was thinking that the Thunders were going to win. I knew they would struggle just because they're a young team. You know, this is their real first attempt at a real deep run because last year they was kind of bounced early. This series for the Nuggets was just so weird because some games it felt like they were playing good. Jokic got off the court and they were looking bad, man. Like they make so many bad mistakes when Jokic is not on the floor. But not only that, they're just so inconsistent. Like Jamal Murray was not the Jamal Murray that needed to show up. We talk about Michael Porter Jr. just not there. Aaron Gordon was pretty solid, but you know he got hurt game 6. I was even surprised he played game 7. It was one of those situations where I was like, all right, nigga, because you were supposed to be out for like several weeks with an injury like that.
Right.
Why are you even playing?
He just wanted to limp around. Like fuck it.
I feel like the Nuggets next year coming in, they need to find a consistent shooter and maybe start to finally change up that team around the Jokic.
So you think they need to like do like a full retool? Like
I wouldn't say a full because I still like the certain I think Aaron Gordon deserves to come back.
I think anybody can go outside of Christian Brown. Everybody else I feel like can be expendable.
Yeah.
You know,
everybody but Joker and Christian Brown.
Yep.
I keep going.
Murray got to
I
go.
feel like this was his best year.
You said who?
Gordon. Aaron Gordon. I feel like
He's getting hurt.
Yeah, he's not the piece y'all missing, bro. He's the piece.
Yeah, I don't know about that Gordon shit.
And he was one of them niggas that was on
big
Team
shots in the
Canada popping it
postseason, man.
about fucking basketball like they the best in the world. That shit was crazy.
I mean, without Gordon, we don't even know what they be talking about them right now.
It just means your boy would have more numbers. He'd be averaging even more video game numbers.
Not even. He put up like 10.
That nigga ain't there.
Hey, like, I've gotten to the point where with Jokic, you can't even look at like numbers in general because he can have a bad night but still put up numbers. I feel like you actually have to pay attention and watch.
That's a fact.
I feel like people fall. That's why I always feel like
that's why the nerds love him. I've been trying to tell y'all for years already. I wish Isaiah was here to hear this. It's the nerd.
So you saying he's stat padding?
I ain't saying he's that.
I didn't say that.
It's just that people get too distracted.
He's a nerd. He's a nerd's basketball dream. I'll say that.
You got to stop looking at stats sometimes. That's why I try to tell people. Watch the game. Like it's cool. You can give me.
Don't.
You can give me
be straight box score watching, bro. That's it.
Hell yeah! Pull up the box score.
Don't even get me talking defensively, but.
Oh my gosh! So yeah, don't get me started either. that nigga on 2K26, that nigga rim protection better be on -10.
I don't see no badge or nothing.
None of that.
Man, I don't even want to see 2K26.
Like 2K in like years, TJ. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I gave up on that franchise.
That's crazy. I'm too much of a basketball head.
I only play it because Dom plays it. Really.
All right. Last but not least, we got Indiana and Cleveland.
You said
I told you niggas.
You did. You was the only one that picked them, huh?
Yeah.
He was the only one that picked Indiana. So
and then you got on another show and said, if I had known, I would have picked it. Nigga, I told you. I tell you twice. This the third time, nigga. This the third time.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like I got to issue an apology because all this entire year I was saying the Cavaliers were going to be the 2015 Hawks. They weren't even them niggas. They were worse somehow.
Chev was saying that too.
Yeah.
Once again,
Chev
it just
did say that.
Chev been saying that the whole time. Like I'm talking like since earlier in the year. Like he was never sold on Cleveland, and I was fighting him on it too. And man, like you said, it's even worse. At least them niggas. It's two things. First of all, at least they went to the conference final. Secondly, nigga, at least they lost to LeBron. Bro, nigga, you lost to Indiana.
I feel like this is not to slander him.
In a gentleman's sweep.
But like,
shoot it.
I feel like with Donovan Mitchell, this seems like another case where he's had a high-seeded team that just don't make that run. He had a team with Utah that won 60 plus that one year.
Bro,
to the Western
Utah ain't never won 60 games.
They weren't they the number one?
It was 50 something.
They wasn't 60.
It was 50.
Hold on.
It definitely wasn't 60, bro. I remember that.
I'll look that up.
But Donovan Mitchell, to allude on your stat, Donovan Mitchell, I didn't cut you off. Donovan Mitchell has been to the playoff every year in his career.
Since he been to the league, yeah.
Never made it out the second round. You're not going to win a championship with him being your 1A.
They won 52. They won 52.
It's still kind of early to say that.
We're not sure.
No, it's not. He had a 60-win team, nigga. Or what you going to say? Oh, they was injured? No, them niggas sat out. They believed they could win without them niggas. With just Donovan Mitchell. And they...
Yeah, he's saying some bullshit. Go ahead, Jay.
It's just like, once again, it's just like another high-seeded Donovan Mitchell team fails to meet expectations.
But is it his fault, though?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not here to slander the guy, but at this point, it's starting to get a little bit repetitive. I'm surprised nobody's really talking about that as much.
Because his team be doing spit like what Max Strus did, going 0 for 9. Like, I mean, what the hell I'm supposed to do about that?
Yeah, that was crazy. You saw that message he said like before the game.
Yeah, don't show up. And then you don't make a six.
Don't show up,
nigga had the same amount of baskets as me.
But he said don't show up because who was it? Darius Garland and Evan Mobley or whoever the fuck sat out game 2 or some shit like that, and then came back and played the
I
next
don't think
game.
Mobley sat out no games. Did
No, Mobley got no. It was Mobley or
it
Allen.
was just Garland.
No, it was 2 of them, bro. They
Game
set
two-
out. They
game
set
two,
out the
like, 3 of
fucking
them.
game, bro. Go look at it.
Let me
They
see.
set out the game and then played the next game, nigga.
I think it was game.
Garland
2.
missed the first 2. I think he was really
Okay,
hurt.
but I'm saying it was 2
But
people.
I didn't look at Garland
game,
sitting as
they
a
set
nigga.
out a game and they came back and played in the next game, bro.
Yeah, Mobley missed game 2.
And came back and
And
played
they
game
lost by
3,
1
right?
point.
Yep.
And he played game 3, right?
Yeah, he played. That's the only game he missed. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know if Mobley plays that game.
That's why the
that is
nigga
a
was
different
saying, he
series.
was saying, nigga, Max Juice was saying, them niggas don't got it here.
Nigga, you might as well have not played. They'd have been better off that game.
At the
And
same
they
time,
still
I would
lost.
Max Strus say something like that. I feel like that would just kind of disrupt the chemistry a tad bit. I wouldn't have said nothing like that.
Because he's seeing it. He like, nigga, y'all niggas
Somebody
not
could
really,
say that, but
y'all
just
don't
Max
want to hoop.
Strus
Y'all don't
can't
want
say
to
that.
win. Nigga, y'all might as well not come. Fuck it. I'll shoot 9 air balls before, nigga, I'll let y'all niggas out here and just be bullshitting. That's what he was saying. Like, fuck it, nigga. I'd rather shoot my 9 air balls, nigga, knowing I'm trying, than you niggas out here just playing, out here bullshitting, bro. That's how he felt about it.
Yeah, I realized. So Evan Mobley been there for like what 5-6 seasons at this point. Feels like you telling the nigga
Man,
like
Evan Mobley never been shit.
that
And
long.
I knew he wasn't gonna be shit when he played USC
Evan
in
Mobley
college, and they lost. Nigga, he was supposed to dominate that
And he
game.
played USC.
That nigga. I mean, he played UCLA. My fault. You right. You got me. Nah, but when he played for USC and he played UCLA, I believe it was in the not in the championship, but in the tournament.
Oh, speaking of the devil.
Folded.
Speaking of the devil.
Oh, he came in at the right time too.
Perfect time.
Talk about them calves, bro.
Shit, bro. I ain't saying shit.
That's crazy.
These niggas Garland and Mitchell, deer in headlights, bro. These motherfuckers like this and the lights is on. Like this fucking.
What about Mobley?
Said no, get those lights off. Turn them off. They're too bright.
There ain't nothing wrong with Mobley. Stop.
Turn off the lights.
All right, bro.
Who you think? Hold on, real quick. Who do you think Mobley like? Who do you think we think Mobley is like as the media? Like who do you think Mobley's supposed to be?
Y'all niggas think he like Rudy Gobert type nigga. That's what y'all
if not better. What you mean?
He's not. Because if he was, they'll be in the conference finals.
I wouldn't put Mobley's play in that series on him when the reason why we're not in the finals.
He sat out a game and they got fried for it.
They sat back. Pacers spaced the floor that entire series, bro. We did not play any defense.
Thank you
on the perimeter, bro.
Or what is that?
On the perimeter. I'm gonna be real with you. They sat back when Mobley got the ball, especially when he got the ball inside the paint. He was making pretty much every single shot. The last game where he was like 11 or 14 or something like that. Like he only missed like 2-3 shots in the last game of that series. Like they stopped feeding him the ball. They was just like, okay, Garland, fuck that motherfucker. I'm ready for him to go. I've been saying that shit for you, JC. You know I've been saying that shit for you.
I just said before you came in here, I was like, I don't think Garland sitting out was a negative. Like, so I'm not even using that. Like, that was a good thing he didn't play.
Mitchell and Garland, these two motherfuckers try to play hero ball in game 5. And that's what ultimately caused us to lose that. I mean, like, I don't think we would have won anyway, but it's just like you up by 19, 20 points. And you still playing hero ball for what? Y'all stop feeding to DeAndre Hunter, who was starting to get high. Y'all want to keep getting Strus involved.
All that depth and don't even use it. It's crazy.
Like you try, like, coaches that got a hot hand and proceed not to feed the hot hand deserve to fucking lose. Yeah. Like straight up. It don't matter what the game plan is. If your game plan is to get Mitchell and Garland involved and have them play whatever it may be, but you got Mobley, Allen to an extent, and Hunter that's continuously hurting these motherfuckers in the damn paint. Why the fuck are you not changing the stupid ass game plan? It's fucking ridiculous.
Tyra, I got a question for you, bro, because I had a homie, and he was like talking so down on Darius Garland. He said Darius Garland is basically a Lou Williams ass nigga.
I don't even know if I give him that. He'd be nice.
He really should be coming out. He's a high volume scorer coming off the bench, but can't really play defense worth anything.
Look. You remember when Reggie Miller hit 2 3-pointers in like 6 seconds, and he looked at Spike Lee and went like this? That's Garland's career.
In the playoffs, for sure.
When it mattered the most, that motherfucker Garland was like.
I ain't never seen that nigga show up in the playoff series.
Ever.
Bro, he got to go. And Allen got to go too.
But with that contract y'all gave him, it's going to be damn near impossible to trade him. Unless it's like a contender who just feels like that's the missing piece.
And then not only that, but like Allen.
Trade his ass for Drew Holiday.
Allen got to go too. He's so damn
Boston
weak.
Boston would be idiots if they do that.
And he's so damn weak defensively. Like, I wouldn't mind if they like got somebody else to replace him and like had him come off the bench if they need him to. But like him being the starting center or whatever it may be, it's not gonna work. I put Mobley at the 5, bro. But like Allen is fucking ass, bro, on defense.
Yeah,
and boxing out.
So no more Twin Towers.
He not strong. No, it ain't no Twin Towers when one is wobbling. At one point, only one Twin Tower stood up.
Yeah.
So shit, only one Twin Tower is standing up. Only one. It ain't no Twin Tower. It's a tower. It's a tower, and it's fucking Mobley. I'm not saying Mobley is Gobert or anything like that. I wouldn't say he's.
So you want to trade? You want to trade Garland? You want to trade, and you want to trade Allen. So what do you want to do to replace that?
I'm not sure yet, but I just know those two motherfuckers got to go. That's the situation I'm in right now. Okay. I just know they the fucking problem.
I think even when Hunter is good because he can play the 3 or the 4. So I could see that being a good move.
No, I'll keep Hunter like, especially you get Hunter with perimeter and interior defense. Like right. you don't.
That's what I'm saying. He can play. He can play on the wing or inside.
Yeah, they didn't trade for Hunter to come in and put up 32 or 20 a game or whatever it may be. They traded him for his defense. Now it just so happened he can.
That's a bonus when he does it.
It's a bonus. You know what I'm saying? And that was what Hunter was starting to do. He was starting to produce point off offense. He was starting to produce offense. Even like you kept Garland out there for so damn long, and then it was like, oh, well, we can't play Todd Jerome because of his performance. Garland ain't doing no fucking better. So why not you down 3-1? Who give a fuck? Who the fuck?
Right,
Get Tristan Thompson in for fuck's sake to get some damn boards. For fuck's sake. You down 3-1.
You know that's nasty when you want Tristan Thompson back in the game.
Act like you down 3-1. You gotta do what you gotta do to keep the series alive, bro. You can't play like this is fucking in fucking February right before the All-Star break. You down 3-1. Your season is on the line. Do what you gotta fucking do. You see, you shitting on Ty Jerome, but Stru's going out there sending out text messages talking about something. If you don't,
we was just talking about that.
If you don't believe, don't show the fuck up. I'm gonna show up, all right. 0 for 9, yeah, motherfucker. Like what? Get that motherfucker off my damn TV screen too. Struce his ass on out of here. Fuck this shit, man.
What a waste of a season,
bro. But all I'm saying is this. I done spent 3 years with Donovan Mitchell, and all I see is this motherfucker choking up when it mattered the most. And I see why Utah fans rejoice when he fucking left. 2nd round team at best, like I fucking told y'all when we first traded for his ass. And you a fucking hater. You fucking this. You fucking that. And for 3 fucking years, I've been proven right. 3 goddamn years.
It's I was just saying, bro. I was like, this is another team that Donovan Mitchell had like a number 1 team at the top of the conference, like the 3rd season. And once again, he can't even make it to the conference finals with the team.
Bro.
It's crazy, bro.
I'm saying that it's.
I think when everybody else starts missing, Mitchell will just be like, "F it, I'm just taking anything," and that's why you end up shooting 24% from 3 in the series.
Yeah, 35. No, I saw this shit. Yeah, 35 points. I was like, "Did you watch the fucking game? Did you watch the fucking game? He did not play good. That was the shittiest 35-point performance I've ever seen in my entire life. I was stunned that he had 35 points. I was like, wait, this nigga got 35 points? Who boosted up his fucking stats on the stat sheet?
I'm not putting Mitchell in the choker category yet. I'm not doing
Not
that.
yet. Not yet.
Not,
what he got to do?
What his
I
first
need to see like the rest of the team showed up and he didn't.
Okay, so
I need to see something like that.
Like this. We ain't gonna act now. I put an asterisk on the second year, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I ain't watched this motherfucker choking Madison Square Garden. I'm not.
That nigga didn't choke that series. What? Are you kidding me? That nigga was putting up 40 pieces and losing.
Yeah, in Cleveland. I'm talking about when he went to Madison Square Garden and the lights was too damn bright. It was like good cop, bad cop on his ass. When he played in MSG, he was along with Garland. Them motherfuckers don't work. Them motherfuckers just plain on don't work. They don't mesh together. Like, yeah, these motherfuckers, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That nigga Gene was trying to tell you that.
They are the Pittsburgh Steelers of the NBA. All right, very good in the damn regular season, but when it mattered the most, they just gonna fucking lose. When it mattered the most.
But
that's what it is.
It can be fixed though. It's not. I don't think y'all in like a terrible position.
No.
It is trash how y'all just lost like after winning that many games. But I think
Garland,
it's manageable.
Yep, Garland gotta go. Allen gotta go. And you know what? If somebody got a very good trade offer for Donovan Mitchell, I would listen. At least I would listen.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Y'all would be back how y'all was before you
remodel
got there.
The whole team.
Yeah, y'all would be back how y'all was before you got there, nigga. How soon you ever forget?
Look. There are times where I don't know. Maybe because this shit's still fresh. There are times where it's like, dude.
Yeah, I know. It probably hurts.
Play like shit. You gonna get my hopes up? Play like shit, bro. Just play like shit. It's okay.
You know what it is?
We're Cleveland sports anyway. It's okay. It's okay. I don't expect shit from this damn city anyway. I love my city, but I don't expect shit from them anyway.
So the non-Cleveland fans, how do you fix this summer? Or how do you start to fix this?
Listen to the fans. Trade that nigga Garland.
That nigga Garland gotta go.
I mean they paid him crazy. I wouldn't have paid him in the first place.
I wouldn't have paid him. Me neither.
Did he?
I would have let somebody else. Yeah. They cashed him out.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. They should have let somebody else do that. Because somebody would have. I just wouldn't have did it.
They just be throwing around.
They could have kept Karis LeVert. And you feel me? Just let him rock out like that.
I feel like teams need to stop putting max deals on players for like potential reasons. Like Atlanta did that with John Collins, and I feel like that's the same thing's happening here. Memphis did it with Chandler Parsons. We saw how that turned out. I feel like people need to only give max deals to players who actually deserve the deals, not just because they think that this nigga can be this type
Cooper
of
Flag gonna get a max deal coming in, a max rookie deal.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you number one pick, and that don't count against the cap space anyway.
Crazy.
I don't know. I saw two motherfuckers out there. I don't give a fuck if Mitchell scored 35 the last game. That motherfucker went 9 for 20 from the field. He got a lot of free throw opportunities that helped him boost up his points. But I saw for 4 quarters, two point guards, 2 backcourts play hero ball to the detriment of the team on both sides of the ball. You led by 19 by feeding your big man, by feeding Hunter. And by getting the ball out of Struz's hands, for fuck's sakes.
Pause.
And yeah, I know what the fuck I said. And what did it amount to? No defense, nobody to help. Everybody getting left wide the fuck open. Miscommunication the entire fucking series. It was just miscommunication on defense. Nobody took charge on that court when it came. Y'all made that motherfucker. What's his name? Shepard, or something look like Robert Horry out there or some shit. Like Shepard looked like the motherfucker you would pick last if y'all playing fucking pickup.
What are you talking about?
Isn't his name Shepard? He play on the Pacers.
Are you talking about Shinbard?
Oh
yeah, whatever the fuck his name. Shepard, don't fucking matter. You fucking touch my ass. I don't know. I just know this. The motherfucker, every time I looked at this motherfucker, I'm like, yo, I would not pick him to like fucking be on my team and then be like, oh shit, he can actually play a little bit. Like that's what he looked like. And y'all just made this motherfucker look like Steph Curry out there. Like Hallenberg couldn't miss a fucking shot. He couldn't miss a shot the whole fucking series.
Hey, that step back was crazy.
like the basketball look like a kiddie pool, bro. The basket look like a kiddie pool.
That nigga Holly said, "Who overrated?"
It's just. Oh my gosh, man! And Kenny Atkinson just sitting there like this. Every time we lose, he just sitting there like this.
Coach of the year.
No passion, no energy.
Yeah, I don't know about that coach of the year. So.
Coach of the year, but he.
I said JB or the idiot, Bozo.
JB should have won the shit. Turn that damn culture around. Pistons wasn't shit part of him going in there.
Facts.
But sure, they only won what, like 20-something games last year?
They only won 20-something games every year.
Remember when Wingstop was offering free wings and they won a game? And they kept running that bitch because they wouldn't win shit? Come on, now. I remember that shit. That shit was goated.
Yeah, they lost like 27 games in a row.
20 games, yeah. Nasty. Come on, man. When you desperate for a win, when you go to Wingstop, nasty ass fucking restaurant, like, come on, man. You know it's bad. You know it's bad, man.
I don't know if y'all got good enough wings in Cleveland for you to be calling Wingstop nasty.
Look, we got great wings up there.
I don't know.
Wingstop is fucking trash, bro. I can go to Taco 3 bars right now.
Them Taco Bell chicken nuggets, fire.
Bro.
Hey, going to Taco Bell for chicken nuggets is nasty work. I just want you to know that.
I ain't gonna lie.
It is, but that shit is fire. I don't know.
That sounds like some bitch they will with
I only had it once, but that was fire.
Ain't no way I'm pulling up to Taco Bell and being like,
get some chicken nuggets. That is nasty. That is nasty work, Tizzy. You was a nasty nigga.
They was fire, bro.
Hey, Tizzy, I agree with you, man. I was saying, these fries are good.
I said the same thing.
That's like going to McDonald's, like, hey, can I get some tacos? that's out of pocket.
They give you that McDouble
and
patty.
And I bet you if McDonald's starts selling tacos, niggas will be on the reviews. These is fire.
I got about 3 bars right now that got better wings than them, guaranteed. And like within a 5-mile radius of my house right now. That's better than that shit. So yeah, Wingstop is fucking disgusting. Yeah, Taco Bell chicken is better than Wingstop. You're absolutely right.
All right, back to regular schedule programming. Prediction time.
Prediction time.
We got all on.
I think that's everybody, right? We did Denver. We did Boston.
We did Golden State.
We did Thunder.
Warriors.
Golden State. Yeah, that's it. It was 4 series. Niggas getting to the end. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know if y'all said it, but shout out, praise to Jason Tatum. Praise to him. I just say I'm not just out there. I thought he was pulling a Paul Pierce shit at first. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was doing that shit again. I was like,
crazy. The way he looked, he went down.
They were finna lose that game anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they were only down like 8 at that time.
It wasn't down that much, bro.
I thought he was pulling Paul Pierce shit. You know, Paul Pierce was acting like that. You know, y'all know Tatum unoriginal. That's what I was like. Oh, he pulling the Paul Pierce shit.
No, they say he got hurt. They say he was trying to reenact Kobe because Kobe got hurt at the same time.
Yeah, that was a crazy coincidence.
Oh, like that's insane.
The same exact time they tore their Achilles in the 4th quarter.
He get hurt originally.
That Kobe moment was heartbreaking, man.
Original injury.
I would never forgive D'Antoni for being the demise of Kobe.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember watching it. I didn't think it was that serious at first until like the next morning.
The Tatum one?
The Kobe one. Because I was young. I didn't really understand, like, you know, the severity.
the way he turned? Yeah. I knew when he did it, I knew it was a wrap. I ain't gonna lie. Especially because the season was almost over.
He was walking afterwards. So I'm like, all right, he's straight. You know, he ain't nothing serious. But
and he shot 2 free throws.
Yeah. It's Kobe, bro. No, it's Kobe. He a different animal. He was a different animal.
And not only that, and he was trying to stay in the game. If you pay attention to that clip, he
was.
They're like Kobe.
He was smarter than he pulled his ass out.
Like, what is you doing, bro?
Like,
come to find out, this nigga tore his whole Achilles. Like,
meanwhile, I watched that other motherfucker get carried off the court.
Here you go. You just
I ain't say what.
Every podcast, bro. Every podcast. You got to get one off.
I ain't say shit.
I'm about to do that flex bet with you again in a minute.
Bro, I ain't say shit about him. I don't know who you talking. I don't even know who the fuck you talking about. Like, I ain't
hey, you know what's funny? I actually was just watching that episode the other day, coincidentally. When that nigga had that bet with you. And you was fighting for dear life.
You still ain't pay me for that bet neither?
Nigga, that was like 3 years ago.
Yes, I know. He still ain't pay me that damn bet, bro.
That's
you know,
crazy.
I'm at the point.
Hey, Flex, this is like the third time I done heard about you not holding your end of the bargain, bro.
Hell no.
You pay Vegas their money when you be doing all them bets. You gotta be a man of your word, brother.
Yeah,
You pay Vegas, but you don't pay the homies.
I ain't get a dime for that shit, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna call him when
yeah, go get your I think he owes you with a gift card or something, right?
Yeah, and I ain't get a gift card or a card gift. I ain't get none of that.
Waiting 3 years to me is crazy.
That's probably why you got worse. You like, well, I'm really finna talk about that nigga now. You ain't even pay me for it. But all right, let's go, man. Conference finals predictions, man. The stage is set. As y'all can see, we got Shy, AE, got Hallie, got Brunson. One of these players will be an NBA champion in the next month or so. This time next month. Ain't that crazy?
This is like the first year with like no narrative, like driven team. I feel like
straight hoops, and we gonna see how much y'all always say. Oh, y'all just want the Lakers, or y'all just want Boston. Y'all just want. All right, so now we gonna see how much y'all really f with just basketball. Let's see what the ratings is looking like.
Yeah, because these not bad teams at all. Like
they've been playing great basketball. Indiana and OKC have been playing like some of the most beautiful basketball I've ever seen.
All season.
Hey, the Pacers dissected the Bucks, bro, was crazy to me, bro. Like.
When I seen that, I was looking at them a lot differently. Like after game 1, I was like, oh yeah, these niggas finna go on a run.
I was sleeping.
Like they wasn't playing last year. So let's go, man. We got Minnesota, OKC.
This is like both of these series. I'm torn, man. I'm torn. This can go either way. There's no one pure dominant team on either one of these series, man. Oh my gosh, I'm torn. I think the Wolves is going. I don't know where to go with this. Like I think the Wolves gonna take game 1 just because OKC is they played game 7, and that rest is gonna help out Minnesota. So that'll give them a leg up a little bit. I think the Wolves could potentially take this depending on how good Gobert plays defensively. I think because of Gobert, they're a better defensive team than OKC, but that's not saying much. Because OKC is just as good. Yeah, I'm torn. I don't know about this series yet. I'm more confident in my pick with the Pacers and the Knicks than I am with this series.
To me, bro, it's like I got OKC in 7. I feel like the main difference. I think it goes to 7. If it goes to 7. To play in OKC that's a tough place to play in.
Like 7 games.
Even when they was trash, it was hard to play.
I'm going to OKC.
Yeah, like and not only that, bro, but like with the the Timberwolves in general, I love Ant. Sometimes he be having some cold spells though. Like he was games. Like,
thank you, because Jay the only one that acknowledges that. Niggas say I'm hating when I say that.
Yeah, and then I feel like
he had playing and playoff games where it was like, nigga, are you even on the court? Like,
that shit happened last year.
He's one of those niggas too, like where he ain't gonna stop shooting. He gonna still, try to get a piece of the chicken. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, it scares me because not saying like SGA's been playing just perfect this playoff, this entire playoff thing, but it kind of scares me, and I feel like they can't really get annoying. Especially a team that's really dominant.
And then it's running all the way up.
I think Minnesota can.
Nigga, that's probably was fucked up the whole time, bro.
Tizzy, what we doing, bro? Yo.
I think he's on another
Mr. Tizzy also.
I said that's it.
We got a show within the show.
The radiator rig is a bitch.
All right, but Tyrell, you gotta give us your pick there, brother, so he get his spit together.
Jay, you make a good point with Ant's cold spell. I do think he's learned from that last year. We'll see, especially since they was in this position last year. I'm going to go off of experience with this, so I'm going to give it to the Wolves in 7.
Do they have crazy experience, though?
I mean, wasn't that just last year they was in the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah, but
was that the year before?
I don't know. That's
last year.
For me.
It was last year. So, I mean, they're right back to where they were. last year. So I mean, you talk about OKC team. They majority of these guys they're here for the first time, and the experience.
No, they just went on the run last year too.
Well, yeah, they was second round. They was second round last year. What I'm saying is that it's each round.
That's fair. They got more playoff experience than OKC.
Each round you go into it gets tougher and tougher. So it's not easy for me to pick with this series. Neither one of these series, and I'm just because I need to say something. Wolves in 7.
Can we tip our hat to Julius Randle for?
Hell no.
Yeah. Oh, he nice.
He been balling.
Oh my god.
Thing is, you playing a depleted Golden State.
Oh my god, bro.
Your team.
He bust down the Lakers too. Come on, man. Hey, nice. I got his get back against y'all, so now you just hating. Oh.
My boy beat the narratives. I'm proud of him, man. Because at one point I was like,
all right, wait till the series is over. Come have that same energy.
All right, we're going to see.
All right, we're going to see.
Fans gonna be mad as sweet.
I want to hear it.
Time and God will tell.
Timberwolves, Tigers, Bears, Leopards, Thunder is 6.
You didn't do it right, I
think. Man, I think it's gonna go 7. And I think if Anthony Edwards don't go cold in one of them games, they'll get
that's gonna happen.
The win in 7.
That's gonna happen
because he got too many. Like he'd be going cold, and then the team just don't know what the fuck to do without him. So if he could stop doing that shit or just refrain from that shit for a little bit, hey Green, they got it. And I think they're gonna win game 1 just because they had some time off. Feel me? I just think so.
I don't think the time off really matters to me. Even like they were like banged up or anything.
I mean, no, they're not banged up, but I mean, let's be real here. That was a tough series against the Nuggets. That and really that tested OKC a lot. It really did. Against Denver. I mean, I think they played a good series against Denver, and that to beat Denver, in 7 games, that take a lot of energy.
I feel like it kind of opened their eyes to certain adjustments. I'm kind of happy because Caruso kind of been like he was quiet the regular season. They weren't really playing him as much, and for people to now finally get minutes, I feel like this is the main reason why they traded Caruso. They got to step up, and contribute. This is what he's basically there for, not the regular season BS. He's there for this moment right here.
Yeah,
because at this point at the time, now it's kind of up for the role players to step up. For all the teams, once we're in this time frame,
I'm gonna put it on.
I miss him in Chicago. I ain't gonna hold you, but we got Josh Giddey, so
look and enjoy Josh Giddey tournament. He got the AU tournament experience too. So I mean, how you gonna
talk about the old school PDF? You got one on your squad right now.
I got innocent.
We ain't talking about that sport, bro. We ain't talking about that sport.
I'm sorry. Who did y'all sign in 2004? JC.
What you mean? That ain't got nothing. That's old. That's some old. You talking about some old shit? Okay. We didn't know back then.
Yes, we did. Y'all, everybody.
You knew exactly what was going on with your boy Josh Giddey, and y'all still traded for him.
I knew my guy was
OKC couldn't wait to trade that nigga.
Hey, my guy was innocent, bro. So it's all cool. It's all cool.
Yeah, all right.
Shout out Josh Giddey, man. Triple double machine.
The reason why y'all don't got Cooper Flag no more either.
Yeah, I mean, we probably would have been in the same boat. It's the Chicago we talked about. We probably been the same record, same dilemma. We've been in the play-in for since it started. To be honest,
you ain't never lied, as y'all should be.
We ain't been out the play out the
Come on, JC.
Nah, because he was popping it about the Lakers area.
Hey, man, I had to throw a little ball.
Yeah, the Bulls went from 6 championships to trying to win a play-in.
I've been having that conversation lately with people too. Like, if you take away Michael Jordan, are these niggas not the worst franchise targets?
Yeah.
Like, what history do y'all really have? Y'all have always been
poverty.
we have
man.
Y'all niggas literally got to escape it just because you had 23 on your team.
That's why And that's why they let him be so trash. Like, well, they had Michael Jordan, and he was so great. That's why nobody give a fuck if Cleveland ever won again. Y'all had LeBron. Y'all got y'all one championship. Nobody give a fuck about y'all no more.
Hey, but Cleveland's at least had good spurts still, though. They still had the
Mark but don't nobody give a fuck if they win or not. If it ain't Braun, nobody give a fuck about Cleveland winning.
That's a fact.
Kyrie won
championship. We had the Charles Oakley era, you know.
That shit was weak.
Charles Oakley. I didn't even remember that nigga playing for Chicago.
Man, he was drafted by Chicago. What you mean? You know, we had the great 4 years.
Oh yeah, he was over there.
He was. I think he was there Jordan's rookie year. I think after that he was.
Yeah. Oh, that's how they got. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that was Jordan boy.
Shout out Charles Oakley, man.
Don't nobody acknowledge nothing but that Knicks era.
It would be poverty. That's funny.
Nigga had to think about it, huh?
Bro, JC, I forgot to tell you because we talked about this in the Instagram chat too, bro. Like with that trade, bro. You know, we was talking about past like Bulls players, like, you know, who they drafted in the first round, bro. Like I pissed myself off already because of the Cooper Flag situation. But man, I scrolled to 2019, bro. I forgot we picked this nigga Patrick Williams at number 4. That's nasty, bro.
Oh, I know. Man. I said it. I said y'all used it. I said that in the recording. I said y'all used the top 5 pick on this man, and then you gave him $90 million.
Look, I get it that it worked out, and he became a trade piece, part of the Kevin Love deal. But I would never forget the Cavaliers for drafting Anthony Bennett. I would never forgive them for that shit. Never.
They got
like you said, y'all got Kevin Love, so you can't say nothing.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
you had Bill Simmons go, whoa! Like, come on now. Like, this shit is crazy. I know the 2013 draft was weak.
I think that was all orchestrated anyway. They told Cleveland, look, we're gonna give you 2 straight number 1 picks, and then you're gonna use it. Bron gonna come back, and then y'all can get Kevin Love.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I think happened. But
we wasn't even supposed to get 2011. That was supposed to go to the Clippers.
I'm not talking about 2011. I said 13 to 14. It gave y'all.
Well, you got to put 2011 in there because it was 3 out of 4.
Wasn't that Anthony Bennett draft class kind of trash too?
Well, and
that's the trade Giannis was in. I mean the draft Giannis was in.
I think Jokic was in that trade.
Giannis was 14. I think.
I think Jokic was like a year or 2 after, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, Giannis. All right, switching right.
Yeah, no, Giannis is 2013. Kawhi Leonard is 2013.
Kawhi is 2011.
2011 is Kyrie, Tristan,
Kawhi.
What's Bradley?
Kawhi. Yeah, Kawhi is 2011, not 2013. Kawhi is 2011. Jeez, I gotta look up that draft class now.
Who was 2011? Yeah, Reed, Thompson.
Oh, Kimba's in that draft class.
Kimba's 12.
No, Kimba's. I'm pretty confident Kimba's 11.
Kimba was 12. Brandon Knight was in 11.
Enos Freedom.
Klay Thompson is in that draft class in 2011.
Forgot Derek Williams existed. I picked second.
Derek Williams was actually supposed to be nice.
Kimba was in the 2011 draft class.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
I thought he was 12 for some reason.
No, because I remember my dumbass wanted Kimba over Kyrie when I was younger.
Damn.
Yeah, that was insane. That's insane.
I remember they was battling in the All-Star game.
I would have took that shit to the grave, nigga. I would never tell you.
Like, you gotta remember that's coming off the heels of Kimba's freaking March run. You gotta remember that's
to be fair, Kyrie only played like 8 games in college.
Yeah. Like Kimba just literally dog walked the Big East and dog walked the March Madness tournament. Like that was my thinking when I was a kid. Not somebody who played 8 games and was like, yeah, I'm coming out.
All right, back to regular schedule programming. Let's get to the Eastern Conference.
My boy Jennifer
we got a what's this, 94 rematch?
Look, we about to hear
Indiana and the Knicks. Spike Lee on the sidelines, Reggie on the commentating. He couldn't ask for
Reggie about to be glazing faces, bro. The glazing is about to be real. It's about to be insane with Reggie on the commentary. I don't even know why he assigned to this shit. You know this motherfucker ain't gonna be unbiased.
Oh, he actually do be a little bit unbiased.
He ain't supposed to be. But you
it's the Eastern Conference Finals.
This is last. This is last. His last commentating with TNT. Nigga, you gotta go out with a bang.
Look. This is gonna be the glazing level of Joe Buck with the 2016 Cubs. It's just gonna be nonstop glazing, bro. Like that's what's about to happen. Y'all don't believe me, but I'm telling you, he's about to glaze them up.
I get you, man. That's a commentator, anyways.
So what we doing for this?
7-game series. This come down to coaching. You talk about the two most experienced coaches in this entire with the remaining teams left. Carlisle, NBA champion coach. Thibodeau.
I ain't been coaching like 30 years now.
Thibodeau, who won the NBA championship as an assistant with the Celtics. I will, just like you don't forgive D'Antoni, I don't forgive Thibodeau for leaving Derrick Rose out there with 28 seconds left blowing out for Philadelphia.
You ain't got to bring
that motherfucker at all.
Yeah, you really did need some, especially with Jay here.
Jay know what I'm talking about. That's some bullshit.
I don't want to talk
you up that much. 20 seconds left.
Man, what's this? The trauma episode or something?
Yeah, a little bit. Because it's New York, the NBA could use a New York team in the finals. All the marketing and all that other shit. New York in 6. I think the Pacers are a better team, but yeah, and I only mention again, they come down to experience. You got 3 players on the
definitely gonna be some rest up for sure.
Yeah, you got 3 players on that Knicks team that won a championship together in college, and to think that the experience don't come back and they don't remember that and they ain't talking about that nonstop. How they did this shit when they was in college and they can do this shit as pros. That shit plays a factor. Those guys trust each other. Everybody trusts each other on the New York Knicks.
I fuck with that.
I do too. As much as it pains me to say it, because I hate fucking New York and I hate any success that they fucking get with their arrogant asses. I gotta be unbiased, man. I got New York in 6, man. Fuck New York. I don't want to see these motherfuckers win any championship in any fucking.
Hey, look, I'm still riding with my dark horse. I got Indy in 6. Holly Burton. He gonna overrate their ass out the playoffs. He gonna overrate the Knicks out the playoffs.
All right, man.
The run for the Pacers is here. They gonna. I see Holly and Ant-Man in the finals.
You think the league gonna? Oh, whoa! Silver Slipper right now saying that shit ain't gonna happen. Oh no! 2 celebrity teams in the finals. Oh no! Silver Slipper gonna make it work for New York. I'm telling you.
No,
this shit screams Los Angeles Lakers versus the Sacramento Kings. That's what this shit screams like to me. That's what this shit screams
this
like.
nigga. Bro, what's wrong with you today, bro?
Yeah, you guys.
Am I right? Everybody know damn well.
Look, man, I plead the 5th dimension. I know nothing you talking about right now.
Yeah, of course you do. Now you don't know shit. Yeah, of course. Your basketball knowledge history. Now you don't know shit because y'all benefit Sacramento. Was that the New York Nets, the New Jersey Nets year or some shit like that?
Yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah. Come on, you think they was gonna have Sacramento versus New Jersey?
That'd have been nice.
You think they gonna have the Pistons and the Timberwolves?
The next year,
Indiana?
the next year they had New Jersey and the Spurs. That's just as nasty.
Look.
I mean, Spurs not that nasty.
At that time?
Yeah, for sure couldn't make it look too rigged now. Come on now. But, I mean, dude, Silver Slipper not about to have Minneapolis and Indianapolis.
Watch, that's going to be
You don't want to piss off Stephen A. Smith. You don't want to piss off Stephen A. Smith. Come on now. Yeah, New York is 6.
You got a point. They weren't going to put Cooper Flag in Utah or Washington.
Hell no. Cooper Flag to the Mormons?
Raccoon, real quick. What we doing for Timberwolves and Thunder?
Yeah, 7. T-Wolves and Thunder.
Nigga, we already got your pick. I'm talking to Raccoon.
What'd you say? Oh, the Wolves?
Yeah,
the
Wolves and Thunder.
I'm gonna say Minnesota and
Man, it's tough.
I'm gonna say Minnesota in 6 games. 6 games, Minnesota.
And then the '94 rematch, Indian Knicks.
94 Eastern Final. Minus Patrick Ewing and Reggie Miller and
Reggie Miller gonna be there. He gonna be on the side.
Oh yeah, he will. He will be announcing.
And Spike.
Spike gonna be there for sure. Ewing, I'm sure, will be in the house as well.
Yep.
Uh,
Probably gonna see a rare sighting from John Stark showing up.
I know, right? They gonna show out at MSG.
You know, I would have said Knicks, but the Pacers put them paws on Cleveland so bad, bro. Yeah. And I'm like,
and Milwaukee.
I'm like, damn. They like one of them destined teams. I'm gonna say Pacers at 7. And I want the Knicks to win, though.
Man, Silver Slipper loading up the rigging right now. He coming up with the script.
Tizzy, real.
Yeah, like I said, Knicks and 6, man. Knicks and 6.
Yeah, you gave your pick already?
No, I feel like coming into this year, this off season, the Knicks really wanted to be a contender bad. Like they wanted this to be their opportunity. They go out, you get Mikal Bridges, you get Karl Anthony Towns, and now it feels like, the Knicks are finally back after, what year did they make to the finals? Was that 2000 that they made it to the finals?
99.
Yeah, 99.
It feels like they're finally back. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity. I've been sleeping a lot on the Pacers this entire playoff.
We all have.
Me too. Yeah.
Me too.
We was even last year we was calling the fluke.
Yeah, their offense is beautiful.
Nah, I wasn't.
I still feel like this is the Knicks' opportunity to kind of finally reach this mountaintop. I feel like if they do not win it this year, it's just going to seem like another New York Knicks type. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm going to go Knicks in 6 here. I'm going to go Knicks in 6. I think Jalen Brunson shows why people need to start putting a little bit more respect on his name.
And Knickerbockers, helicopters, soccer boppers, Pacers in 5, nigga.
Woo!
Pacers in 5?
Pacers in 5. Cat is gonna choke like he been doing, but getting saved on. Yeah, this is this gonna be quick. Gentleman sweep.
I think this also, if the Knicks make it to the finals, it just shows more why Nico Harris need to be fired, because motherfucker traded Jalen to the Knicks for a bag of chips and a soda.
That's true.
I don't think he traded him. I think they just let him walk.
No, didn't he trade him?
No, they let him walk, and he signed.
Yeah, he get fired for it
because his daddy over there.
So wait. Then you didn't even get a bag of Funyuns. Damn, they gotta fire his ass. You can't even get no Funyuns.
I mean, let's be fair though. At the time, everybody was calling the Knicks crazy for giving him $100 million. So it's not like niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was really believing in Jalen like that anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the Pacers.
It was funny. We all went from damn. They gave him $100 million to tell Jalen he's stupid because he signed the 220 instead of waiting.
Yeah. So yeah, the Pacers, like, again, they were I overlooked them this playoffs. They were, especially when they were my dark horse last year to even make it to the finals. And if y'all don't believe me, we can go back in the chat to go check that out, because I said it last year. They was my dark horse. I can see the Pacers winning this. I just feel some rigged shit about to come. I got this again.
Well, look, this is boring what Silver's about to do. If they just let them do what they do, I think Indiana's going to the final.
Yeah, Silver Slipper ain't gonna let that shit happen. It's a New York team, big market.
I'll never forget this nigga.
Arrogant ass.
If the Knicks win the championship, bro, y'all might catch me off social media all summer, bro, because I can't. I
can't deal with a bunch of loud, obnoxious, shitty-ass New Yorkers.
I might just pay Ragu to run the All Grind page or something, because I can't do it this summer.
Look,
now I'm finna be looking at Knicks with Like, did y'all see how annoying they was acting over a semifinals advance?
Bro, these
niggas is on light. These niggas looked worse than the Eagles when they was going to the Super Bowl.
Bro, now you see why I hate New Yorkers, bro. Like, this is what as Clevelanders, this is what we have to deal with every time the Yankees beat the fucking Indians or the Guardians, whatever you want to call them. Like, you have to deal with this shit. I'm so sick and tired of these motherfuckers getting whatever the fuck they want. I just really hope they fucking lose, but it's New York.
Tizzy, you got a good pick?
Yeah, I told you. Holly Burton and shit.
Yeah, it did.
That's crazy. You saying they're like Siakam gonna be a 2-time champion? That would be crazy.
Hey, that would be crazy.
I'm not trying to get that nigga that.
All right, that's it, man, for the basketball section. It's a sad time of the year for me. Only 3 series left, and then it's all over. And then then we got the season after the season, free agency, frenzy time.
Yep.
So it's almost there, man. But few football related topics, and then we can get up out of here. First off, we had George Pickens to Dallas. Any thoughts on that?
They still gonna
This trade was crazy to me. I don't know what to say. I thought the Steelers might keep both of them. I'm saying DK and him. Mm-hmm. And then the Cowboys did basically what the Steelers didn't do. They got CD and George. So, I don't know, man. I did just see the video of them spitting on the young sister outside of that school that Jerry Jones was standing at. That don't have nothing to do with it, but I just saw that and I just wanted to mention that.
Oh, you talking about the little picture from like
Yeah. He was on when the girl was coming down the street, they was spitting all on her. Jerry was up there at the school when they all got there.
Oh yeah,
talking about
he looking curious.
Yeah, bro, we know what's up with that. That's why they ain't never had no black coach. But anyway, Brian Schottenheimer. I just think the deal was crazy. Dallas, I don't think it's gonna do anything with that shit though.
No, Jerry Jones had a black head coach. It was right before Bill Parcells. Jerry Jones had a black head coach.
Oh.
Let me look it up. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he had a black head coach. It was right before Bill Parcells got in there. It's been a long time. Don't get it twisted.
I don't know. I did hear that they've never had
Bill Parcells.
Right before Bill Parcells became the head coach of the Cowboys, they had a black head coach in there.
It still was a white nigga.
Yeah, I don't think they ever had a black coach in Jerry, bro.
They ain't never had no black coach in Dallas. Ever.
Nigga. They had that other white nigga.
They ain't had no black coach, Tyrell. Quit copying.
They had that other white nigga.
Okay.
I just seen.
Ever.
That's crazy.
That nigga. Because Jerry Jones, even they was talking about the other nigga that they kicked. They finally put him in their little ring of Hall of Fame in the stadium, nigga, that he had a feud with and shit. He was supposed to be the coach at one point, nigga.
Oh.
Before Bill Parcells, the nigga that they just gave the ceremony to, they honored him and shit. The other white nigga.
Barry Switzer?
I think so. The one he had the beef with or some shit. He wanted to be.
He had beef with Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson?
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson wanted to be the coach or some shit like that. And, whatever the beef was.
He was the coach. And then he said some bullshit and Jimmy quit.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. After Jimmy Johnson,
because Jimmy Johnson said he was drinking in a bar, and he basically told everybody I win the Super Bowl without Jimmy Johnson. Like, fuck him, I don't need his ass. I don't need. He
said he assembled so much talent that the coach really didn't matter. It was the talent that he assembled, and Jimmy was like, okay, all right, you got the same guys. And I'm out.
Go win. Yeah.
Let's see what happens. They won, but not right away.
Yeah. Them Texans, they love their guns down there. And they're gonna be game banging down in Arlington now that Pickens is down there. As far as the Pittsburgh Steelers,
what?
Everybody knew Pickens.
Baby J.
As far as Pittsburgh go, this is the most dysfunction I've ever seen them in my entire life. They're waiting on a 41-year-old quarterback to decide whether they want to come with them or not. They've gotten rid of 2 quarterbacks, whether what you want to say about Russ. They have no quarterback plan whatsoever. They have no plan at all on offense in general.
They have Will Howard, sir, the national championship winning quarterback.
Are you trying to sell me on Will Howard in the NFL?
What the fuck is Will Howard?
A 6th-round pick?
A 6th-round pick is crazy, man.
And you gonna sell me on that?
Shador won in the 5th. Come on, man. He won.
I'm not selling Shador.
Here you
I'm not selling. Ain't nobody. Again, their quarterback room is Will Howard and Mason Rudolph, and waiting on a 41-year-old quarterback.
They brought Rudolph back.
Yeah, they got.
They didn't want to draft Shador.
Correct.
Oh, that's crazy work.
They might as well just bring in Duck Hodges, whatever that.
That's crazy work.
And
Duck Hodges.
And then
the backup plan was bring Mason Rudolph back.
Exactly. Then they bring DK in.
Mason about to start. JC, I don't know what you're talking about.
I hope he starts. I really hope that motherfucker starts. I really do.
That nigga Coop. That nigga Coop gonna protest. That nigga won't watch no Steelers games next year.
On a 41-year-old quarterback.
That nigga Coop heated.
Coop is upset with the organization
quarterback to get back from the wilderness. They don't.
Y'all laughing at Will Howard, bro, but I'm serious. I think he's a viable candidate to start up there.
That ain't saying much.
Yes.
I'm a viable candidate to start.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Ragu. I feel like Will Howard's ceiling is Ryan Mallett.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna sit here and talk about Howard.
That is sick. That is sick, bro. I can see but you saying the absolute best that he can be is Ryan Mallett?
Bro. Oh my god. God rest Ryan Mallett's soul. But you messed up, man. You messed up.
That nigga Jay stupid.
It's funny because Ragu looked at me for a second. He was like, "Who's Ryan Mallett?" And it clicked.
Oh my god! As soon as you said, I knew exactly what they man. Oh my gosh! I knew exactly what the fuck that was.
No, man,
I can understand. Okay, Ragu, my comp for him is Ryan Mallett. You said ceiling, which means
you didn't say floor.
So it's
which means at his very best. The absolutely best that he could do is Ryan Mallett. Wow.
That's fucked up.
I mean, I don't know that that's not true, but I don't think so, bro. I think Will Howard is going to be, I ain't saying a superstar, but
I think you just wishing for the best for your boy Coop. That's all that is, nigga.
That nigga gonna be on the Birmingham Stallions in 2 years.
I just can't believe that they let Aaron Rodgers box him into this position like this. Rodgers is.
And I feel like then they traded Pickens to just say like, all right, well, Rodgers now you only got Metcalf.
So what if they know Rodgers is coming, but Rodgers is on some but don't announce yet. I still want to fuck around and do some Rodgers type shit.
Attention.
What's the point
What's the point of bringing Rodgers in? He just gonna want to bring a bunch of Green Bay cronies in.
Oh no, this days is over.
Organization from
that's over with, Tyrell. He ain't got that leverage.
Winning is over. Yeah, ain't nobody else winning no more. Devontae played for the Rams.
I don't get why you waiting on a 41-year-old quarterback that's on one leg.
Because he won 4 MVPs. He's won 4 MVPs. That's why.
Who gives a shit? He's on one fucking leg now. Who gives a fuck? They think Aaron Rodgers is going to be the answer to them winning a Super Bowl or competing for a Super Bowl when they have fucking glaring problems.
Hey, it's better than our record would be with Mason Rudolph starting.
You feel like a MVP on one leg is better than most.
I don't even know if you can comfortably say that.
You can't say that shit. Zach Wilson had a better record with the Jets than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I feel like, bro. At this point,
he's gonna buy a game. Whoop de fucking do. The Steelers don't know what the fuck they want to do. Yeah, they don't know what the fuck they're doing right now.
They don't. I just at this point.
One Steeler fan comes mad at me. I know a dysfunctional organization when I see one.
It's looking bad right now.
Yeah,
I'm a Browns fan. Listen to the way this functional motherfuckers do shit. They are in shambles. They are. They're hanging on by the fucking defense. But I'm telling you, they're in fucking shambles. I've never seen the Steelers ran this fucking bad.
You know that's bad when a Browns fan calling your franchise dysfunctional.
You be smiling up there. I mean,
I know, right? You should be welcoming them to the party. You already got to do with Baltimore.
If y'all don't believe me, right?
Steelers didn't draft enough QBs. Browns drafted too many.
Exactly. Look, here's the thing. And the Browns didn't know what the fuck they do right now. Look, think about it like this. If y'all don't believe me, y'all think I'm hating, right? Y'all ever met somebody where y'all think they doing crack, but then a crackhead coming to you be like, yeah, they doing crack. Now you gonna listen to me? You gonna listen to somebody who don't know a crackhead, or you gonna listen to somebody that know a crackhead? Listen to somebody that know a crackhead. Listen to somebody who's witnessed dysfunction for 25 fucking years of their fucking lives. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in fucking shambles that they don't know what to fucking do because they're trying to keep the Steeler culture, the Steeler way, whatever you want to call it. The Steelers are trying to keep this winning shit and this whole we haven't had a losing season in 22 years when they're stuck in mid purgatory. When you're waiting on a one-legged 41-year-old quarterback who won less games than Zach Wilson to come out the fucking wilderness as your quarterback, and you got a 6th-round draft pick, and Mason bashed my head with a helmet Rudolph as your quarterback options?
Yeah, no.
Your organization is in shambles. All you guys are doing is hanging by a thread, and the only thread is Mike Tomlin, which y'all want to fire. You fire Mike Tomlin, you might as well blow up every fucking thing except winning 3 games.
Hey, unfortunately, Ragu, it's probably over with after this season, man. And it ain't
you should know too. You're a Raiders fan. You should know too.
Rodgers, hey, yeah. So, as a Raider fan, I'm not mad at what'd you call it? Mid purgatory. I'll take that for a few years.
Yeah.
Yes.
After you go 4 and 13 a couple times, you'll take some
would take that gladly.
8 and 9s and 9 and 8s and 10 and 7.
If you're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, who's all about winning championships or competing for championships, this is new territory. You don't want to be right here where you're so used to being here. You go from here to here. Congratulations, you went from a doctor to a fucking crackhead.
Okay, but what the F are they supposed to do at this point? Like, what do you expect them to do at this point? Like, it's like the damage is kind of done.
You ever try to fix a broken bowl before? You ever tried to fix a broken bowl and you just keep putting duct tape to, or try to put something back together and you're trying to cling onto? Imagine clinging onto a car that you keep repairing. You keep doing little minor repairs. Everybody knows it's time to just fucking get a new car. It's time. You keep putting money into a car that's gonna keep breaking down.
So you're saying just tear the whole building down. Just tear it all down.
Yes, it's time. It's time.
It went to the playoffs for crying out loud.
It's okay, Steelers fans. As a Browns fan, here, we hug you. Here, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. But it's time.
No, they're not. They're not the Browns. They're not the Browns, bro. Stop it.
Mason Rudolph is your quarterback. That ain't the Browns?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The Browns are the Browns.
And they still don't know who the fuck their quarterback is. It's 25 years later. They still don't know who their quarterback is.
They might be closer than you think.
Here's the crazy shit. They still gonna pop you off.
They always split with the Browns, though, even when they trash. They always split with the Browns.
They still gonna pop the Browns with all of this soliloquy that my man.
But they always split with the Browns, though, Ragu.
Okay.
They'll beat us in Pittsburgh and we'll beat them in Cleveland.
Yeah, like
mind you,
every year.
I've never seen this shit in my life. Not Tom neither. The Pittsburgh Steelers have lost 5 of their last 6 games in Cleveland. I've never seen no shit like that. They used to whoop our ass when I was growing up.
Last time I checked, they were one of the best 14 teams in the National Football League.
Man, fuck the Steelers, nigga. Them niggas.
That's the last time I checked.
They ain't good as shit, nigga. They ain't big, bro.
I'm about to get Coop up here and see if y'all niggas got that same energy. Y'all niggas doing a little crazy
like Miami right now. They trying to hold on to that. Oh, Steelers way. Win it. Bitch, when the last time they won a championship? When the last time they actually had a good run in the playoffs?
When the last time the Chargers won? When the last time the Chargers won? When the last time the Chargers won?
Don't try to hold on.
Nigga, that's like nigga said,
Chargers
nigga,
won
you
one.
still holding on to the old ass motherfucking
When the last
Jordans,
time the
nigga.
Browns
They
or the
re-released
Chargers
them.
won?
Nobody no one's get
That's
some
a
new
great
shit.
question, Ragu.
Ragu, that's the point.
The Browns and Chargers fans talking like that is kind of crazy.
No.
No. I'm with Ragu. You need a Super Bowl in the last decade to get to talk about the Steelers.
Listen.
You need a Super Bowl ever.
Hey, your organization has turned into a that Super Bowl shit that they holding on to. It ain't getting them nowhere. They ain't been back to the Super Bowl. So what the fuck? Let's say that shit about the Cowboys. They won the Super Bowl win.
But they have a trophy case with Super Bowl trophies in it.
Y'all niggas ain't neither one of y'all teams. Ain't neither one of y'all teams won a Super Bowl since the Cowboys won a Super Bowl. So you still can't be talking crazy like that.
We're telling them off of experience. Hey, your team
that Cleveland expansion team has never been to any type of championship.
The war went on.
You don't give him Jim Brown history.
That's the Ravens. That's
listen.
That's effed up.
That's the Ravens, bro.
That's effed up.
I mean, Ragu's not lying. But from one meth head to another meth head, the two meth heads are telling you, hey, this doctor's making fucking meth. Why the fuck would you not listen to the two goddamn meth heads who know what the fuck they're talking about? We know bad organizations when we fucking see it. Because we've been through this shit.
That's the problem. You only know bad organizations. You don't know good.
No, I know organization. So I'm not telling you organization is going down. You should fucking listen.
You see J. Will been over there quiet, right?
Look, Tyra, I'm gonna say this.
He got a Super Bowl ring in his lifetime. He can't fucking talk.
Look, Tyra, I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this about the Steelers, bro. And correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like since 2010, I feel like the Steelers have basically been the Texas A&M of the NFL, where they're always just mid. Like you said, you know, they have star players. They've had Ben Roethlisberger. They've had AB. They've had Bell. Texas A&M has had Mike Evans, Johnny Manziel, Clay Matthews. And they're always just underperforming, bro. They're just so comfortable with just being at that 8-5 or that 11 or 10-6 area. It's kind of just...
It is better than being hot garbage. At least you think you got a chance every year.
I mean, what's the point?
I just feel like they've been in a conference with the Patriots and now the Chiefs, and you know they've been in a conference with the Patriots and now the Chiefs. Who've just been on two amazing runs, and the Steelers haven't been able to break through, bro. That's all.
They got
all that dysfunction. They're nothing like the Browns, bro. Stop that. And the Chargers,
Hold on, little Ragu. I'm gonna fix it for you.
What happened with the Chargers? We finally got our regime change in the upper in our front office. So now we getting to get somewhere to get some players and real coaches and shit to actually win some shit. You feel me?
Hold on, y'all have some squads, Timmy. Don't do that. Y'all have some squads in the thousands, nigga. Don't do that.
Ago.
Y'all just lost.
If you want to be honest,
y'all had squads in the thousands, nigga. Stop it.
You said
how long you been a Charger fan?
All my life.
Okay, so you seen some squads, nigga. Don't try to blame it on we ain't had the players and we ain't had the coaches. We had this. Nigga, stop it. Y'all had Hall of Famers, nigga.
I feel like the front office is the reason why we never really won. We had some talent, but then it's like, okay, when we didn't win, when we lost against New England, it's like, okay, retool, go get some talent. Nigga never retooled and wouldn't got no talent, nigga, for them teams. We just had the team that we had, and it was like, oh, fuck it, we'll run it back, nigga. You didn't win. What the fuck are you running it back for?
Y'all got the best running back of this generation, man.
Okay, and then at the end of the day, we didn't win with that.
Yeah.
And y'all fumbled Drew Brees.
Exactly, my point. Coaching, nigga. They didn't even put... Let's not talk about the motherfucking draft picks when we had Drew Brees and LT. Come on, bro. Like, nigga, I'm a Chargers fan, nigga. I seen the team.
That's why he telling y'all to stop talking about the Steelers.
Nigga, fuck the Steelers. Nigga, like I said.
All I'm saying is that You can say what you the Steelers being ran this that in the past, whatever it may be. The Steelers are now. We ain't talking about 5 years ago. We ain't talking about their 2 Super Bowl championships. I get it, they won it. I watched it. We talking about 2025. We ain't talking about 2005.
So y'all trying to get y'all kicks in while y'all can. All right.
Okay, look, we talking.
They can't get kicks in.
We talking 2025.
They don't have
At the end of the day,
they don't have any Lombardi trophies, bro. You can't get kicks in. They just talking. Both of them are just talking, bro.
We just talking. So when I'm watching
the Cleveland expansion team has never even been to the Super Bowl, and the Chargers went once and got blew out, bro. Stop.
Thank you for acknowledging that, though, bro. Fuck. Say we ain't never been.
They went once and got blew out.
Talking about 2005, Raggle. I'm talking about 2025, and the Steelers are not the same organization as the Steelers that was winning those championships.
But I think he's saying it's still better than y'all, though.
It was the championship.
I got them back to say it's better than the Cleveland Browns. The fuck?
So the fans have something, bro. You guys fans have nothing, bro. Tim Couch.
Like, tell me, Raggle, tell me shit I don't know.
I'm just saying, you're the one right here talking about the Steelers, though, of all teams, though.
I'm not talking about the Steelers of all time. I'm talking about the Steelers of 2025. That's what you not decide. I'm talking about the Steelers of 2020. Actually, I'm talking about the Steelers of the last 5 years. Let's be honest, the last 10 years. This organization has slowly become dysfunctional. Now they're dysfunctional. Just trying to hang up. I'm talking about the 6 Super Bowls. I'm not trying to take the bucket because, we don't have Super Bowls. I know the fuck we don't have Super Bowls. I'm a Browns fan, for fuck's sake. I don't even know what a Super Bowl is, all right? Let's be honest here. What I'm saying is that I'm not talking about the Steelers of the past. I have said on this show thousands of times that I respect the Steelers organization and what they've done in the past, but it is 2025
and that was my next question. Why are you so passionate about your division rival anyway? Like, you should be happy.
Because you guys are in fucking delusion. That's why. I'm trying to help the fans and say, hey, it's okay. You're delusional.
He just said Coop hot right now. He just said Coop hot right now. So it don't sound like they in delusion right now. Sound like they know exactly what's going on.
Of course Coop gonna be hot. Of course he is.
Coop said, tell Aaron Rodgers to lose the number. Like, he don't even want him now.
Coop only lose the number. Here's the thing. Coop only still a fan that got eyeballs. He know what the fuck going on. The majority of the Steelers fans.
I still think Aaron is gonna be the best option, though.
Look, the majority of the Steelers fans that I talk to over here, not named Coop, I'm telling you, they're fucking delusional.
Is Minnesota even an option anymore, or are they just riding with JJ? That's it.
They riding with JJ.
Yeah, they riding with JJ.
First round pick, they got you. There's no option.
Yeah,
they riding with JJ.
I mean, they can tell the Niners that talking about there's no option.
So Brock Purdy got a no trade.
Speaking of that, yeah, he got no trade. He got he got a quarter bill.
Yep.
No trade. How much guaranteed?
Do something.
Yeah.
Young Brock.
Hey, I ain't gonna.
Hey, Ragu, I already told him. As a Rams fan, I'm ecstatic at that dude. I love it. Thank you, Mr. Lynch. We appreciate you.
Hey, okay, though. Let's be honest here. Let's give Brock Purdy his props, though. Excluding his play on the field, the fact that you was the last pick in your entire draft class to get this bag like this. Round of applause.
No. Props to his agent, nigga. Props to his agent.
If Brock Purdy play like shit, if Brock Purdy don't play halfway decent.
He did last year. They just didn't care.
He still got his back. But I'm saying is like for somebody who's the 7th round, Mr. Irrelevant, got the Mr. Irrelevant vacation package to get 205 his agent, him himself. Round of a fucking applause. That's all I'm saying. You got to give him credit.
I'm not going to hold him.
His play may be mediocre, but shit, got to give credit.
I don't necessarily care about where he got picked at. At the end of the day, I feel like that talks about more about the scouts than actually Brock Purdy. Anything, so I can't really talk about the pick. But my thing is with this contract, it's like, what is the future looking like for the 49ers? Because I don't really see them being anything like I don't see them being a contender for the next few years. Because I feel like that window has closed.
And I just had a Niners fan tell me a couple of days ago they ain't even paid Fred yet.
No, he just got paid like 30.
He just got paid today.
Oh, okay.
Today.
There you go.
Right now.
Maybe they was waiting to pay the quarterback first and then lock it up.
Right. I'm just looking at the 49ers right now. Like, they lost a bunch of defensive players. They got rid of Debo. Your running back is crippled. I mean, what's the future of the franchise looking like right now?
That nigga was crippled when you traded him.
He
was crippled when you traded for him.
Where Debo go? Didn't he go? I'm
the Commanders, I believe.
Huh? The Commanders.
Yeah, he went to the Communist Party.
That's a crazy nickname.
That was a crazy take on that. We gotta click that one right there.
The Communist Party, kamikaze, whatever.
Yeah, y'all hear me say that every week. Tyrell is the originator. I give him.
They need to put him at the tail.
Here you go, Ragu. Stop, Ragu. Stop. There you go again, man. Trying to discredit my guy as a receiver.
We can't sit down. Oh my God. That's a running back.
Telling you, man. Telling you.
Talk to you.
Yeah, you gonna go right now?
Man, at 1,400 yards, man.
What did you say for mine?
One time.
At the same time.
That means it's in there. Now he got a quarterback. You should be happy for Jaden.
What? Hold on, they just want me to go be Corey at Target.
I can get LSU quarterback.
I like Jaden. Jaden is cool, all that. I want to see him do well, but and part of that is throwing Debo Samuel at the running back instead of receiver.
Man, they got a running back.
Who? Eckler?
Robertson.
Yeah, they need somebody to go with Robertson. Yeah.
He could use a combo like,
Why you say Eckler like that?
Eckler's a little long and he's a little old, man.
He's been around for a minute too.
Yeah. And I saw in the playoffs when it was on the line. Yeah, they need another guy.
I had issue with 265. The no trade clause. Now we're going into some other spit now. Now we're going into another territory.
Why you mad about the 265? I got y'all to a Super Bowl, and y'all said I couldn't do that.
Yeah, man.
He got them what?
Hey, look, man,
if I
don't get hurt first play of the championship game a couple years ago, we might have went to another one.
And you would have lost to the same team like you did the year after.
It don't matter.
At least we're winning the NFC.
No, you're not.
Trevor,
they just lost.
They have won the NFC a couple times in the last 5 years, bro. Stop it. Trevor Lawrence hasn't won anything.
Hey,
Trevor Lawrence hasn't even won the division, I don't think. One time,
maybe. Hey, don't slander my quarterback, but he ain't won nothing either, and he got paid.
Hey, your quarterback is next, Tizzy. He's next on that list of motherfuckers that they got paid that they did shit.
He's in a division. Hold on. He's in a division with the Chiefs, so he get a pass.
Now, fuck all that. Nah.
Just gave the Steelers a pass because they in the same conference as the Patriots and Chiefs, but they don't get a pass for being in the same division.
I gave the Steelers a pass on the Super Bowl history. The Chargers don't have that. They don't have that equity built up.
So Herbert don't get a pass because he's going against Mahomes every year, twice a year, and then he still got to go beat the nigga.
That's crazy work.
Nah.
Come on, bro.
Nah, man, we ain't doing all the Mahomes.
I'm saying though,
so we gonna
if Herbert's winning, look, listen. If Herbert wins a championship, he has to beat Herbert at least 2 times, nigga.
So
once for sure in the playoffs.
So Josh Allen beat him.
I'm just saying.
Josh Allen beat who?
He got a harder. Herbert got a harder shot at fucking winning the Super Bowl than any of those quarterbacks.
Jalen beat him. Tom Brady beat him. He's
in the Super Bowl. Ain't beat the nigga. They ain't playing the nigga in the motherfucking season every year.
Brady beat him in the playoffs too.
Yeah, Brady. Shoot, Mahomes 0-2 against Brady in the playoffs.
In the Super Bowl.
He's 0-1. No, he beat him in the AFC. He's 0-1, Tyrell. Don't be trying to add wins.
No, Brady beat him in the AFC Championship game.
You gotta beat the guy, Tim.
Right, and that's the only time, nigga. You said 0-2 in the playoffs. We already mentioned the Super Bowl. 0-2. We already mentioned that.
0-2.
That was already mentioned, nigga. He lost.
I know. So that's 0-2. Mahomes is 0-2 against Brady in the playoffs.
Okay, what about Josh Allen? God damn it, that nigga always fucking losing. Fuck, nigga.
Shit, that's true. Then
put that pressure on him, not my quarterback. Goddamn.
And he been in the league longer,
I could
nigga.
talk about
And he an MVP, nigga. He still ain't get shit done. Fuck we talking about?
I don't hear nigga damn MVP. Ain't nobody
I
counting
knew
that.
you was gonna say that.
No, we count that shit.
Yeah,
That
I'm gonna
shit
say
is
it every time
a
too.
award on his
I'm finna start
motherfucking
a
prop
dialogue.
right now.
Hey,
MVP
hey.
Josh Allen for the season.
Everybody on this panel should have known Josh Allen was winning MVP when they called his interception an arm punt.
Exactly.
That's when
I did. We talked about it. Yeah, that was nasty.
Well, what about the
Like,
year before
what?
when they call him throwing all them picks? Josh Allen doing Josh Allen thing.
Yep.
Instead of saying,
shit too.
remember that shit? Instead of saying,
Yep.
oh, he's trash.
He loves
He's throwing all
it.
these interceptions.
I remember it was. I think that same game Rel was talking about where the arm punt. They did his stat with. I don't remember the other quarterback what game that was, but the other whoever he was playing, they put his interception, but on Josh Allen's stat line, they didn't put the interception on the clip right there. So when they did that, when they was doing that type of spit, I'm like, all right, I see what y'all trying to do.
Yeah, the NFL is
I was against the Patriots.
It's a TV show.
So it was it might have been Drake May then. Yeah, they showed Drake May's interception, but they didn't show Allen's interception on the stat line.
Yeah, we know why.
An arm punt, bro. But I feel like honestly, when it comes to like deals with like quarterbacks, especially like when we're talking about this, it's not necessarily to me how talented the quarterback is. As crazy as it sounds, it's more so the direction. So hear me out. Like we talked about with Brock Purdy, right? You can say that he played like he deserves it, even though I would disagree, sure. But I don't think the 49ers necessarily have just the brightest future. We're talking about Trevor Lawrence. The Jaguars has been trash for so long. I don't necessarily think the Jaguars at this point in time will want to replace the Trevor Lawrence. And then when you talk about Justin Herbert, I mean, them guys just made it to the playoffs this year, first year on the Jim Harbaugh. I feel like what's the point of not paying Justin Herbert? And we know he's a pretty good quarterback.
He already got paid.
But Jay, how do you explain the no trade
before Harbaugh came?
That's where my issue. Like, you get a no trade clause?
So that makes I need a
Really? So wait a minute. What's your problem with Purdy, bro?
I ain't got a problem with Purdy.
JC is talking about this nigga like he's a scrub.
Compared to these other guys?
What other guys? Lamar Jackson?
Everybody that we mentioned. There's not a single quarterback we mentioned right now.
Here's what I would
say Purdy is head, shoulders above in talent.
Here's what I saw. A guy come a punted ball hitting a returner's leg from probably winning the Super Bowl. I also saw him get sacked on the first play of the NFC Championship game where it made it impossible for them to reach the Super Bowl, but they were at the NFC Championship game. And this is back-to-back years. And then last year they had injuries and they didn't have a good year.
That's Purdy
but
to me.
I'm confused as to like, what does this guy have to do?
Look, as far as the contract, maybe y'all don't want to go on a quarterback search again. Fine, whatever. I get it.
They don't.
Pay him whatever. No trade clause, like, nigga, you need to be like Mahomes, Lamar kind of territory, like, with that type of protection. So you can go out here and be mediocre, or we find out, like, oh, yeah, he really ain't like that. And you get to control your destiny. You get that type of respect.
How many franchise quarterbacks get traded, bro?
Franchise quarterbacks that get traded.
None. They don't get traded. So that thing is just symbolic.
They get buyouts. Bro. They get buyouts.
It didn't say no buyout. It said no trade. So that's just like something to make it sound better, bro. Quarterbacks
Russell Wilson got traded?
Good ones anyway. Good ones.
It was a franchise quarterback.
Russell Wilson got traded. What about him?
Good ones.
Franchise quarterback.
Man, he was at the, you know what I'm saying? Russ wouldn't have got traded.
What I'm saying, whenever he signed that contract.
Got traded in 2016, 2017. He got traded.
That's what I'm saying. Whenever Russ signed that contract, he was still their franchise quarterback. At the top of that contract.
Okay, you named one. You named one.
Well, Russell wasn't requested out though. To be fair, so I don't know if we don't want to kill.
Stafford was a franchise QB on a bad team.
I was just about to say Stafford got traded. Nigga, the fuck.
On a bad team. and they got better. They got better
right?
from trading Stafford. You understand? They got a haul for trading Stafford, and Stafford to trade is largely why they're in the position they're in.
I don't know, Ragu, you're right. Maybe it's the terminology just bothers me. All right,
and you're a basketball guy, so you thinking about it in that hoop kind of way.
Maybe,
and it's different, bro. Yeah, this is the franchise QBs don't really get traded anyway, unless they are at the end of their run, or the team feel like they can get a haul for them. You know, everybody's looking for somebody to take them to the championship, bro. And Purdy did it twice.
Did it once.
He did it twice. Oh,
you said the NFC championship.
They was an NFC championship, and then they.
Oh, you literally mean the championship? Okay,
yeah. Everybody wants to get to that point, bro, and be part of the Final Four on the last playoff weekend of. Yeah, bro. Everybody wants that. So I can see you being upset with Trevor because all they did was won one playoff game, I believe, right? And his whole time that he's been there. But Purdy has actually produced, bro. It doesn't. And moreover, I like to say this too. The Iowa State kids or players usually come to the league ready to play. All of Iowa State, whatever position they play. They got good coaching there.
I've always been on. I didn't really have to go in on Trev because I had been saying I thought he was overrated even before he got that contract. So it was really nothing much to say when it came to that. With Purdy, we seen that you had more offensive weapons on your team than any quarterback in NFL history.
Oh, come on, bro.
You had a damn near first team All-Pro checking everybody.
Nah, hell no. When?
Yep, first team running back.
The Super Bowl year. Kittle arguably the best in his position. CMC arguably the best in his position.
Tight end.
And then you got
bullshit.
You got 2,000-yard receivers on your receiving core.
Man, a dude caught 1,000 yards one time.
TDE. Okay,
he's more of an 800-yard guy. So you gonna turn Debo into this 1,000-yard guy and Ayuk, but they've actually put up more less than 1,000-yard years than the one little 1,000-yard or 1,400-yard season that they did put up.
I don't know. You ain't even really been in the league that long.
You talking about the most weapons in history? Man, come on, bro. What?
I mean, what quarterback has had that offensive core that you saw before?
You got more. You think more of Deebo Samuel than me. So all that best weapons in history shit. Dude is okay. He's a good running back. Receiver, he's
a good receiver too.
Not to me. Not to me. He's regular.
He's been hurt. He's been hurt lately, but he's a
mid-wide receiver and a good running back. That's why all of his plays are not catches, they're runs. When you think of Deebo Samuel, you don't think about him going up mossing nobody. You think about him running.
So he got 1,400 yards from running.
Last year, he didn't get 1,400 yards. Let's stick with last year, bro. Stop mentioning the 1,400.
He was hurt last year, so I can't mention last year.
He'd be hurt all the time.
Screens.
He's an injury prone mid. I mean, y'all think a lot of him, bro. He all right. I don't know what this best weapons in history shit. And McCaffrey, okay, he had a great season.
That was the MVP runner-up.
Year before last. Best player at his position? Come on, bro.
CMC?
You sound like them studio people.
He had 2,000 yards.
That's because of the other weapons. You understand? They're not able to key on him.
So hold on. So he wasn't doing that in Carolina?
Not like that. Not to the tune of what he did in 23. But he was a good player. He was a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's not the best. He little as a motherfucker. He be getting hurt. And just the most weapons in history comment, bro. Hell nah. Hell nah.
That was kind of.
I don't know where that came from, bro. Kittle ain't shit either. He decent.
Why not?
You guys is all. I mean,
so he had, so he did in 2019. He had over 2,000 all-purpose yards in Carolina in 16 games.
100% certain that he is
15 touchdowns.
How many years he been in the league?
What, 7, 8?
All right, man. So he did that shit twice.
But what I'm saying is he was doing it on Carolina. You said he was doing it because of all the other spit on the Niners. He did it on Carolina too.
When he did it on the Niners, that's what that was. On Carolina, that's when he first got there and, was fresh. League didn't really know what to do with him.
After that, he kept getting hurt. And then the year before...
And he's going to keep getting hurt.
After that, he got hurt. So he was at where he was at. He missed a couple years. And then when he did come back, he got traded to the Niners that season. But he had...
what are we going through all this for?
Because you said that he only did it because it was the Niners and they had all the other spit. What I'm saying is he's been like that. He was just always hurt.
Yeah. They did, and Shanahan, too. Shanahan knew how to use him and utilize him. But best player at his position, hell nah.
Hell no, that's crazy.
No,
right.
And for sure, Debo ain't shit at receiver. You keep talking about that 1,400, man. That he ran for.
So 2,000 all purpose. That's something to just sneeze at. Like, oh, all right, like hell no, that ain't the best.
I mean, yeah,
you might not think running back for running back, he's not the best. But if you take it everything overall, pass catching out the backfield and running, there was no running back better than him at that.
He had a good season in 23. Yeah,
and 19.
Awesome. And 19. But he been in the league 8 years. And you talking about 2 years that he had 2,000 yards all purpose, and he's the best at his position. Then you talking about Ayuk and Debo Samuel, like these niggas is
What about George Kittle?
Kittle's a good tight end. I think, Shanahan utilizes the running back and the tight ends really well, bro. That's what I think. Well, I don't think I just, I'm tripping off the Purdy. He's good, bro. I don't know why you mad at him.
He's straight. That's what I was saying. I'm not saying he's trash, but he's cool. He's a cool quarterback.
I feel like if
265 and a no trade clause.
If he was 6'2", he would have won in the first round, at least in the second round.
He's just had a lot of talent to back up off of him,
We'll just see. We'll see these next couple of years what he talking about when he ain't got the Avengers no more.
He ain't never had no goddamn Avengers. Talking about these dudes, they ain't won nothing.
You damn right. You couldn't have been more right about that. Absolutely correct.
They had Jimmy G, him.
He went to the Super Bowl just like Purdy. I ain't hear you gassing that nigga like that.
Yeah. Jimmy G had a decent year that year. And that just shows.
That's what I'm saying. All he did was take Jimmy G weapons and go to the Super Bowl. And then now it's like, oh, yeah, Purdy like that. Like, come on, man. We see what it is. But he's still a cool quarterback, though. I'm not. He still had to go out there and do that. He's cool.
I'm looking at it like this. If my quarterback, I'm a Raider fan. Any quarterback that took us to the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl would deserve to get paid. I don't give a fuck about nothing else, about the draft position, the weapons, none of that, bro. We got our quarterback. We went to the last game of the season and came within a special teams turnover of winning the thing.
So you would have paid Nick Foles?
Nick is different. Yeah. That's different.
He won it. He won that motherfucker.
But Nick, that was, he didn't play the whole year. He came in and subbed in for the guy. So that was different.
He played every playoff game in Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's different.
So he made the actual run though.
Exactly.
Nah, he didn't win the game.
And Wentz didn't do none of that when he came.
He played every playoff game and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you saw what he did after that.
And you saw what Carson Wentz did after that.
Exactly.
I didn't say y'all niggas talking like I said Carson Wentz is good. I never said that. That nigga's trash.
I never said that shit.
Yeah, Carson Wentz is trash. I'm on Purdy. Niggas is talking shit about Purdy, and he went to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl. And not
so
only
did Jimmy G.
Super Bowl,
so did Jimmy G. And y'all had no problem calling him trash. You and Isaiah had no issues calling him trash.
Jimmy G didn't go to the Super Bowl and NFC Championship back-to-back years. They got rid of him. Went
to a Super Bowl and two
and the NFC Championship, yeah.
And came a few plays away from beating the Rams.
He went to the Super Bowl, so he had to go to
NFC Championship.
No, he went. Remember, he lost to the Rams after that.
Yeah, he lost to the Rams a couple of years after that.
What, in 21 when y'all won?
Yes. Yeah. And what you only lost by what? What they only lost by what? 3 points?
AD literally had to force an interception at the end of the game. Otherwise, he probably would have lost.
I thought it was a sack.
That just shows you how good
he sacked him, and then Jimmy G threw it in the air, and then one of our DBs caught it. Yeah, and that's how we won.
That just shows you how good a coach Shanahan is.
Oh my God!
Oh man!
Just say y'all hate Jimmy G and call it a fucking day.
Exactly.
Just say you hate Brock Purdy and call it a day.
You notice I ain't saying shit for the last 5-10 minutes.
I'm just saying we supposed to say that's a coincidence that Purdy and Jimmy G did the same exact split.
Yeah,
like come on, man.
And lost to the exact same quarterback in the exact same team
with the exact same lead on the team.
It ain't exact. That's bullshit.
Damn near.
Now it's damn near. Is it exact or is it damn near?
It's the exact same split. What did Purdy do
that
Jimmy G did?
It's not exact. Different team.
Name one thing
different
Purdy
guys.
did that Jimmy G did.
One thing that didn't have was Tyreek.
You're absolutely right, Ragu. Purdy had an even better team than Jimmy G did. You're absolutely right. Because he didn't have CMC and, what was he had an old Emmanuel Sanders at the time versus Ayuk and Debo.
That's you niggas with all that 10 on McCaffrey now and Debo like they so good.
Hey, JC, what was that slogan we made about CMC some months ago?
Purdy is Jimmy G without CMC.
and Purdy is also $265 million richer than Jimmy G. Nigga.
265 richer than me too. So hey.
And when Jimmy G got
he got that. I ain't got nothing to say.
And when
Jimmy was injury prone too. Jimmy probably could have won a Super Bowl with San Francisco, but he started getting hurt too much.
Yeah. Well, you remember when Jimmy G got his contract extension with San Francisco, that was seen as a lucrative deal at the time. It was like 4 years, $125 million, and they wasn't handing this.
Well, that was when they paid him off of 5 games. Niggas was complaining about that too.
Yeah,
played 5 games and got $100 million.
I mean, they did go like 4-1 when he.
No, it was actually 5-0.
Oh yeah, 5-0. Yeah.
But it was at the end of the season when everybody was resting their niggas because they was gearing up for playoffs.
I mean, but you know what? Though, like in hindsight, like that, like them signing Jimmy G and trying to build around Jimmy G, like San Francisco was in shambles. Like they didn't know what the fuck they was doing. That kind of helped them figure out what to do and like help them.
You go to Cleveland fan again talking about teams in shambles.
Oh my God! Look, Ragu, me and you in the same boat. I don't know what you're talking about. Just because you got 3 in the 80s don't mean shit. You in the same boat, bro. We're in the same boat. Two dysfunctional organizations.
Just because you say they don't mean shit, don't mean that they don't mean shit, nigga. We won championships.
I didn't say they did mean shit. I said just because y'all won 3 in the 80s don't mean that y'all.
And we've been to 5. We've been to the championship game 5
They have
times.
been to a Super Bowl, though. I'll give them that.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Thyra. I feel like y'all had
got a more recent playoff win than y'all. So I mean, come on now.
All right, man.
Fair enough.
I'll see you in week whatever it is.
Oh, y'all play this year? AFC North?
Yeah. You'll see me.
AFC West?
And I will be on your show as well, sir.
Yeah.
For the preview and the review.
All right, man. That's enough. Niner, Raider, Brown, all that spit.
Never enough Raiders.
Never enough Browns, even though they suck.
We got a Derek Carr retirement.
Ragu, I think you should take this one over. That was your quarterback for 8 years, man.
That bum nigga should have been retired. I'm glad he didn't retire. He let them niggas be ass behind him for all them years.
Here we go.
I loved it.
You know what's funny, bro? They really let Derek Carr retire.
Y'all niggas gonna stretch this show out, man.
Real show.
So I'm just disappointed that he had to end his career like that.
Yeah.
Derek's a good guy. The Raiders never gave him a team with a top defense. And he is the leading passer of all time in Raider history.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we didn't win with him, but Derek's a good guy. Never really did no fuck shit while he was there. Got a bad break with Josh McDaniel and them. That was fucked up how they did him. And I just hate to see the guy had to retire like that because he was a good dude. I got nothing bad to say about Carr.
And to be fair, you were one of the only Raider fans I heard actually defending him during the McDaniels era.
Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about Carr. He started playing a little bit differently after 2016. A little bit kind of scary. I mean, he got a little happy feet in the pocket after that year. And when somebody roll up on your shit and break your leg at the end of the year like that, you kind of can't blame them.
I got Jack Del Rio fired.
Several years over 3,000 yards passing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't just like normal. And everybody can't just walk up and do that shit. So, not a championship QB by any means, but a decent pro quarterback and the leading Raiders quarterback stats wise of all time.
Hey, Ragu, let me ask you this.
If see him go out like that.
If it's up to you put him in the Ring of Honor?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's respect.
Absolutely.
That's respect.
No hesitation. One of the best Raiders ever, man. I mean, like, in terms of being a Raider. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying
his tenure with the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm not saying his play on the field, he was one of the best ever, but as far as the loyalty,
where you rank him
and being down for the cause,
where you rank him among y'all quarterbacks?
So, you could comb through my channel, Tizzy, for this. We did a show on this last year.
Okay.
He is fifth behind the Super Bowl winning guys,
and Rich,
which is Stabler and Plunkett, Stabler, Gannon. Then I think I put LaMonica ahead of him.
Then I was about to say, bro, I hated Gannon.
And
I ain't never wanted somebody. I ain't never rehearsed with joy when somebody got hurt so bad when they slammed that nigga on his motherfucking neck in the Super Bowl.
It was in the AFC Championship. The AFC Championship.
Well, shit, y'all niggas would have won it if he wouldn't have got slammed on his neck.
We would have. You right. See, he know what's up.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was like, I was gonna win. And slam blood on his neck like, I was like, yeah, get that big up.
Yeah, he broke his collarbone. Saragusa fat ass. That's why I wasn't sad when he died.
I just want to say that all grind co-hosts be different, and we truly are politically incorrect because my co-host is the only ones who be celebrating injuries and shit.
Everybody running around like sad when that fat motherfucker died. Fuck him.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, look.
That was some dirty. That was some dirty shit, man. That he did. Later on, he said
we are politically incorrect.
He said he did it on purpose too.
Motherfucker, that is nasty word.
He did the shit on purpose. He said it. Yeah, fuck Saragusa.
Oh my goodness.
Sheesh. All right. J. Will, any Derek Carr word?
I ain't telling him to rest in piss or nothing, but fuck him.
You know.
Yeah.
But but I'm gonna say it.
I ain't
saying what you miss, but I ain't sad neither. That's what that is.
Hey man, all I gotta say is shout out to the guy who made the Steelers look like a Super Bowl contender for the first 2-3 weeks of the regular season, and then just shout out to Derek Carr.
What? What was that? What was that, Jay Will?
Yeah, I'm not following.
He said, "Shout out to Derek
the Saints
Carr
look
for
like
making the
they were
Raiders
blowing
look
out
like a
teams.
Super Bowl."
Oh,
yeah,
They were
Different
blowing out like
2
the
3 weeks.
Cowboys.
he did.
Yeah, they put up
just like-
47 in week 2. We was like,
That's
oh,
Yeah, after the second game, and they had like more points than anybody else in history or some shit like that. I was like,
I was looking at it, I was
them
like,
niggas might be for real. Cool. I think Coop was the only one that came on here like, nah, I don't believe that shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
All right,
like Green Bay trying to switch to coming with something for the tush push. I just something just flashed across my screen about.
That's what they voted for.
Okay. Breaking news. How y'all feel about them voting to change the playoff format?
Damn, hey Tizzy,
I hate it.
Tizzy, you need a raise, bro, because I was literally finna bring that up. So go ahead and take over that.
So they just, I believe it should be. Sometime this
they're
week.
They're going by record. As far as making the playoff. So if you win your division, you make the playoffs, but that don't automatically mean you get
host the playoff.
Yeah, and I think it's because I think Detroit was kind of crying about it. Yeah, because them in Minnesota both have 14, and they still had to play on the road.
Oh well, win your division. Plain and simple, win your division. You in the playoffs. I'm with real.
I'm with real.
The last league that did this shit. The last league that did this shit is NBA. How meaningless are NBA division games now? How meaningless are they?
I don't even know who's in what division, and I like the NBA over NFL.
Like when NBA got rid of this shit, like what, 10, 15 years ago, when they got rid of this, as far as you don't have to win your division.
But if you win the division in basketball, you do still get top 4 though.
Hey, but
do you?
Tyrell, you really feel comfortable with a 12-3? I mean, I'm sorry, 14-3.
Yes, win your division.
Team traveling to go play a team.
They have to come to SoFi, nigga.
Yeah, traveling to come play a team.
They have to come to SoFi.
Win your division. That's plain and simple.
The 9-8 division winner shouldn't make the playoffs, but he should not be hosting.
But Ragu, at the same time,
hold on.
Ragu,
you should not be rewarded. Hold on, you should not be rewarded. Mind you, in the division, you play your division opponent twice.
That means you lost to them twice.
Times, which means if Minnesota would have handled their business both times against the Detroit Lions, guess who win the fucking division? Which means now we're going to reward you fucking losing your division. Oh, well, you beat everybody else, but you didn't win your division. Oh, well, you didn't win your division. You got to go on the road.
Okay, let's go that way.
Congratulations. Here's your participation trophy. Congratulations.
So now by that logic, then Detroit would have deserved to have to travel to LA to come play.
Yes, because you need to win your division. Yes. Oh, well, tough shit. And this is what the NFL is now. They didn't go away, so we're gonna fucking cry.
All the divisions.
Change the rules. Change everything. Because it didn't go away.
Are the non-division games, is that pro football
you play to win the game. You play to win the game. You don't win,
games pro football still. Are the division games, are you playing more of a pro team when you play your division games? Are they like somehow more pro than the other team? No, they're not. You just won a game. You just won against some big
Ragu, let me ask you something. So if you think that that's a Super Bowl team and you can't beat some 8 and 9 team who just happens to be at home, like I feel like you don't deserve to win anyway if you can't beat that. Like
I don't feel like the 8 and 9 team deserves to host a playoff game against a team.
But are you really a Super Bowl contender if you can't beat that?
That shit don't matter, bro. Why are you hosting games and you lost 4 more games than this team?
Because they won a division. That's why they won the division. That's why.
That's a cop out, bro. That's just some bullshit to say.
Hey, sorry that you're in the division. Sorry that you're in the division with a team that's better than you. Sorry. Hey, you had a chance to beat them twice. Sorry. Hey, you had a chance to score more points than them. Sorry. Oh, and guess what? When you play in a division, y'all played the same common opponents. No, wait. When you're in the same division, you play the same common opponents.
For sure.
Which means
what the fuck that got to do with it?
They play most of the same exact teams, Ragu. That is.
What does that have to do with it? So now you're making my point. We beat more of the same exact teams than you,
but not me. But not me.
Okay, good. Guess what? You ain't beat me. You ain't beat me. You ain't beat me.
A lot of times they haven't even played. They didn't even play them.
You didn't beat me. That's what I'm saying. Okay, we might have beat the same opponents, but
that
when it
shit
comes
don't
to
make
me,
no
you
sense, bro. That don't make no fucking sense.
You didn't beat me. You had two chances to beat me. You didn't do it.
The division teams ain't no more pro than the other teams.
And if I remember correctly,
if I beat 4 more pro teams than you, I deserve to play at home against you.
And Ragu, if I remember correctly, I think other than the Rams, that's literally the only team Minnesota lost to was Detroit. Yeah. They didn't lose to nobody else.
We didn't just make this rule just because of Detroit last year. I'm saying period.
I mean, that's who was advocating and crying about it towards the game of the game. Just like the Bills was crying and then they changed the playoff.
They don't put in a petition for it.
And all that, but it makes sense. The shit makes sense to me.
Stop being a bitch and win your division. Ain't nobody ever complained about this shit. I've never.
Yeah, that is true. All of a sudden, nigga. First of all, how often do two teams win 14 games?
I've never heard nobody complain.
That don't even happen.
It shit. 2 teams, 3 teams won 14 games last week.
I mean, how often does that happen though? That doesn't happen. So because some rarity off grand season happened, now all of us.
Okay, we ain't talking about just everybody that won 14. I'm saying if there's a team in the playoffs on the AFC side, you won your division, you went fucking 9-8. Mm-hmm. You have no fucking business hosting a team that won 12 games.
Yes, you do. You won your division. They didn't.
Man, fuck that division, bro.
We beating the dead horse now.
Yeah, that division.
What's the point of the division?
Some shit to say.
Jay, what you
division
think?
shit is just some shit to say.
Talk to me.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
pro football is pro football, and I won more games than you.
I feel like
it's like traveling to your ass to play a game, and I beat like 3 more teams than you.
I understand why, but at the same time, to me, it's football. I don't think it's that important to change the entire rule. I don't think it's that important. To me, it's just like Tyrell said. To me, it's just tough shit. You know, you just deal with it. If you're in the playoffs, you're there.
And I feel like it's tough shit that your ass got to travel. Tough shit. You won your division, but only won 9-8.
If you are your division
is good,
you should be able to beat
you only won 9 games. But you got to take your ass over here to go play that game.
I don't think it matters that much. Just win the game. If you are there, truly a
win the game, nigga.
It don't really.
They 8-9 or 9-8 for a reason. They could beat them then.
I feel like we're trying to like just hold.
I will beat you at the house.
I don't like that. Lions were crying because they lost the game. They went boo-hoo into the NFL, and now all of a sudden the rules change. I don't.
Yeah, I love it.
This wouldn't have happened.
It's the same thing as the tush push. Everybody bitching about the tush push. Here's how you stop the tush push. Go over and stop the motherfucker. Stop bitching about it again. There's nothing wrong with the tush push. Everybody's like,
I don't agree with that.
It's the safest play in the fucking game.
If you have such a problem with the tush push, why don't you do it yourself?
Yeah, do it yourself or figure out how to stop it. Can't figure out how to stop it. Can't fucking do it. Oh, fucking well. Tough shit.
And we gotta stop.
Like, oh my God, it's the same. I knew the Buffalo Bills was gonna start this shit. As soon as shit don't go your fucking way, let's cry about everything not going my way.
Yeah,
we didn't get a chance to get the ball because we didn't play defense because we choked. We didn't get a chance to get the ball. Change the rules. It's not fair. You know what's fair?
Overtime rule.
Yeah, that changed because of the Bills. The Bills was talking about this. And what's crazy is the Chiefs got the bad end of the stick on that before the Bills did.
Thank you. I've been saying that.
Let's talk about the overtime rule. Let's talk about the overtime rule. Okay.
Stupid.
How many times have you guys been watching your squad and the game goes in the they crossed the 35, and you like, damn, that's game. I'm talking about before they came with the first rule of if you kick a field goal, you still get the ball back. I'm saying when it was sudden death, when it was whoever scored win.
Yeah.
How many times, soon as the team get the ball, mind you, everybody's tired as fuck. All right.
Yep.
They crossed the 35. Now you know that kicker can make it. You like, man, this fucking game is over. I don't give a fuck how many more plays they run. So to me, mixing up the overtime rule still makes the game competitive at the very end, bro. Because I lived through the sudden death. Soon as the motherfucker crossed the 30, you like, oh, that's game, bro.
That's game, yeah. Okay,
so
I agree with you. So then they changed it. So then they changed it to where if you hit a field goal,
they changed it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm happy with. Now, what this one going on now, where you get to try it, you get the ball again, even if they score a touchdown. I didn't even know that was a rule until the other night on Madden, bro. A nigga beat me. I mean, a nigga came to. No, I tied it up to go in OT. Then he scored immediately. I thought that was game. They kicked it off to me. I'm like, what the fuck going on? He like, oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, Ragu, you getting up there because we talked about it at that time. I was like 3
I
years
didn't even
ago,
know. I remember the Super Bowl, and I thought that was like a playoff thing where only they weren't gonna let playoff games in. Like,
and you know what you said at
know.
the time, Ragu, when we brought it up? You said, what? Man, you was like, hey, D up. Sorry, you said it's better than when the field goal used to end it with the sudden death spit. Nigga, D up. I know y'all tired, but hey.
it was better. And that's if you kick a field goal. But the score and get the ball back again, they might as well go from the 25, like college. Yeah. If they're going to do like this.
We'll be there all night.
We'll
be there all night.
We would. Look, you got to score a touchdown and you got to score a 2 point.
All right, yeah. Now we talking.
And let's start from the goals, right? No field goals.
Yeah.
And start
now
from Start from the 30. No, we keep it at the 20.
Okay. Here's the thing too, right? Here's the thing, right? So let's say they do this, right? With this whole, okay, well, you win the division, you automatically seeded in, and then we're gonna seed it based off your record, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say they go with that. So now this is a situation where, okay, we talked about the Minnesota thing, right? Minnesota and Detroit, how they both went 15-2. One team win it, hosted, the other team went to go travel. So now, here's the question that we have to bring up next: should Minnesota, let's say Minnesota get into a situation where they have more wins than somebody in a different division, but they don't make the playoffs at all, because we've seen that happen before. We've seen a team in a division where they go 8-8 or 7-9, back when it was a 16 game, and make the playoffs over.
That has happened for sure.
So now you got to throw that into the mix too. So it's going to
that's next. Yeah, you're right. That's next.
It's next. Yep. So you just keep it as it is.
You can't fuck with that.
To these divisions. Now
you cannot have any. You can't have no participant.
No incentive for winning my division. It's crazy.
Every division has to have a participant, so we can't do that.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is that
we can send his ass on the road to play.
Let's say we send his ass on the road, right? Let's say we send his ass on the road. You to not think that it's going to escalate to them now excluding the divisional winner regardless. It's crazy not to think that way.
No, we can never do that. We can never just.
I remember y'all was the kings of that.
Here's what's gonna happen.
And not making playoffs, and some other team. You know what I'm saying? They had a worse record and they made it. I remember y'all used to do that all the time in the team.
Yeah. Now let's say Ragu gets his way. Right? They do it the way they're proposing. Right? They approved it. Bam. All right. This is how it's gonna be effective immediately. Right? At some point, because this is what all these teams do, they just bitch about everything, right? At some point, it's going to come down to a 8-9 division winner getting over a 10-7 team that just missed the playoffs because they didn't win a division. That 10-7 team is going to be like, well, they have to travel to us usually, but we didn't even make the playoffs at all.
No.
And then where does it stop? Where does it stop? Like, are they gonna start? Are they gonna start going to the college rules where they go off of strength and establishment? Is that next? Like,
that's already a part of it.
Dallas didn't play nobody like that, so we gonna
that's already a part of it, bro.
In NFL?
Yes, that's already in there.
How?
If it's any ties, then they start going to strength of schedule and all that. Bro, they do that already.
Well, I'm saying in general though, like you having the same record is
irrelevant. They're not gonna. You don't have to go past this. All I'm saying, we're not gonna just take division winners out of the playoff, but you traveling or you hosting a team that's clearly better than you just because you want a little boozy division.
But let me ask you this, Randall. Hold on. I know this isn't always going to be the case, but the Vikings had to come to SoFi and they won 14 games, right? They won more games than us, but we beat them in the regular season. We was one of them 3.
Okay,
are they better than us?
Okay, so that's a good one right there. That's a good one. The rule is, y'all though. We can have a better record. Y'all can have a better record. But if there's a head-to-head matchup and we popped y'all, okay, then you come on. You got to come on no matter what the record, nigga. We beat y'all. So you come on. In that case, I would like to put that amendment to that rule. If we played during the year and we won, regardless if we have a worse record as a division winner,
still got to come
on.
You got to come to me.
So, like, say y'all beat the Chiefs and then y'all end up playing the Chiefs in the playoffs. Y'all get the home game because y'all had to head up?
Well, nah. It couldn't be us because we're in the same division.
Yeah, they same division. He's saying for a different division. Like what happened with the Rams and Vikings last year, right? The Vikings only lost to the Lions and the Rams. The Rams beat them in the regular season, and then in the first round of the playoffs, they had to come to SoFi. So I was asking Ragu, like, okay, so do you think we should have to go there even though we beat them in the regular season? He's saying that should be the exception.
So if Seattle would have won the division, then they would have had to go to Minnesota. You understand what I'm saying? Because Minnesota beat them in the season. But with you guys, y'all popped them. Yeah, I mean, I'm with that. I'm with that one.
I don't know.
We beat y'all when we lined up.
But it's like traveling to y'all. Like you also said, the better team doesn't always win when they travel because, I mean, think back to 2010 when the Seahawks beat the defending champions.
Yeah, but nigga, we were the better team. Shut up, nigga. Beat them in the playoffs.
The Beastquake run. Seattle was 7-9, playing the 11-5 defending champions. And ain't nobody had a problem with that.
What you talking about? What year?
Back in 2010. That was the first instance I can remember off the top of my head where a worse division team.
All right, well, let's stay in this decade. Let's stay in this decade. Hey, look, the Rams, this is what a lot of people last year. I know you do, JC, so Philly blew out Washington. They blew out Kansas City. The Rams got the ball back in the fourth quarter with a chance to beat them. And you know, the Rams also beat Minnesota, who was one of the better teams of all regular season long. So the Rams, bro, and then they just got Devontae Adams. Fuck the Rams, but
F you too.
Watch out for the Rams, man. It ain't got nothing to do with you, JC. You always been like,
yeah, I know.
I'd be more scared if they had.
But I be saying something when these niggas be coming on here talking about F the Raiders, so I gotta, you feel me? I gotta say something to you about that.
Don't nobody care about the Raiders like he always
do. He gonna start the year off good and then get hurt. I mean, that's what he always do.
That's what he'll do. Stafford?
No. Adams. Devontae.
Oh, Devontae Adams.
Nigga, mind you worry about McConkey, nigga. That's what you worry about. Don't worry about garbage.
He healthy, nigga.
Don't worry about what the F I was talking about.
Hey, don't worry about that great white stallion.
Stick to the basketball talk, nigga.
My nigga, we got us one. Y'all gonna see. Jack back.
All right, y'all.
TCU.
That nigga Tizzy.
That nigga ain't gonna do shit. Who y'all quarterback? Gardner Minshew?
Gino?
He ain't gonna do shit but get hurt. Throw a couple
Hey, he ain't writing back, man. He ain't writing back to you.
All right, man. Episode 153 in the books. I appreciate you.
Sure about that?
This was a fun one. I'm positive. I looked before the show started.
Right. Good stuff. Good shit.
Because I had to clear out my final cut, so I literally just see episode 153. Appreciate you, my brothers. Make sure y'all check us out on all major directories from Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that good stuff, man. Just type in All Grind Sports Show. Check out my guy, the Raider Ragu Show, man. He's been pumping out a lot of good content over there.
Got a Gino video dropping soon. Check me out.
Y'all check out my guy Tizzy on his new Twitch. You want to shout that out real quick? Because I think you were skipping her.
Also Tizzy. Feel me? And then you feel me? You could get at me on Instagram. T_get the dough.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My brother Jay Will.
Look, man, I gotta have this off, bro. This is the first episode that I've ever listened to or been a part of where I didn't hear the word pause. So I had
no, Brad, you just didn't hear. Ragu got pause.
Like I said, man, erase all this. Man, I thought we was changing it, making a new leaf, man.
And I got Tyrell earlier too. He said some crazy shit. I ain't even gonna repeat it.
I said it twice. Only.
I thought we was doing better.
Yeah,
man.
good luck.
I made it plural.
Good luck on the next one, Jay. We'll try.
We are doing better, but I didn't say it though.
That's because we ain't got Dre on here. That's why.
Shout out to the ladies, man. The W just got cracking. I'll try to get an episode for y'all that soon. Y'all know I got to hit desk for that. But y'all been going crazy on the clips, man. Make sure I keep showing that support. Go Lakers, go Rams, go Dodgers, go Sparks. Peace. See y'all later.
Everybody except the Rams. Raiders.
Everybody grown, now that's why it's changing. House party cracking on because T Green had to beat for your boy too. Fisher 15's freshman, I was fresh then, still is.